I'm here.
Excellent. In that case, we're definitely going to get
Quick.
rolling.
Quick draw it is then.
Quick draw.
Okay. So, brief summary of what happened last week then.
Oh, are we live, by the way?
We are. Would you like
Okay.
the link to give to people, or?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Would you like to be demonetized, Phil? Haha, you have no choice.
Link is in Discord.
Didn't want to post that there. Oh well.
So you've given up on titles.
I put the titles in after, as a
Alright.
sort of summary, I suppose. Well, I think that's the idea anyway.
Okay, it's just last week's was question marks as well. So
Yes, I forgot to update that. I was very lazy with it last week. And to be fair, I don't really know what would be an appropriate title for last week.
Demon fuck gone wrong.
Like, there's a demon in my bed. Help.
It'd be like a Jeremy Kyle episode, really, wouldn't it? I didn't realise you used a demon until too late.
Wasn't far off, to be fair.
I went to the kids repair. Bloody hell.
That'd be a really interesting premise in Jeremy Kyle. My demon wife fled to the warp with my kids. Anyways.
Distinct possibility.
It'll be amusing considering she would probably still look better than most of the people on Jeremy Kyle.
Also true.
Yep. Can't argue with that.
I have witnessed one or two of these people in person.
Why?
I've not been on the show, you idiot.
Well, I mean, I won't put it past you, can't
Okay. So, brief summary of what happened last week then.
Well, we dropped out of the warp by somehow, didn't get the shields up quick enough, and things got a little bit weird and demonic.
We fell off the warpy railway.
Yes.
Yeah. Then we found a not so demony looking demon in our Lord's chambers. He proceeded to talk with it, or what have you, and then we realised what was happening, and then a fight broke out, and hijinks ensued.
I think that's fairly accurate. Does anyone else have anything to add to that?
Yes, the Emperor shone on those of us that were righteous.
Yes.
And I got to make an alien reference, or I actually don't think it was alien. It was aliens.
I don't know. I
What's the reference?
I will correct you when you reference it.
The get away from him, you bitch.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was.
Oh, yeah,
Signing in one. Signing one.
Okay.
Are you sure?
When was she in the? She says it when she's in the yellow cutter thing, don't she?
That's in the second one. Get away from
That's
me, you
aliens.
bitch.
I thought
That's
signing
aliens,
one.
yeah.
I think the part we always remember was a certain Lord Captain or whatever you want to call him,
It's
either
over
lying on the
there.
floor gibbering or lying on the floor unconscious.
You
He
mean
was unconscious. Lucius was the one gibbering.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah? Good old Constantine just fainted twice.
And
Yeah.
our glorious combat leader, the Ogryn, face planted the floor.
Oh yeah.
It's like being in a band of merry men, except everyone have got to stop drinking before we went into battle.
I mean, my impression of Constantine was he's like, "Oh, demony people," and then he woke up. Okay, have we killed the demons? Looks around the corner. Oh, and flops back
What?
down again.
What can I say? I've got a thing for good-looking demons.
oh dear.
I don't know if that sounds like heresy to me.
Hmm?
That sounds
I
an
wouldn't
awful
say
lot
that
of
in.
heresy.
I didn't say it was a good thing. Just a thing.
Are you saying that heresy is simply a thing and not a bad thing?
What happened to me was just a thing, not heresy.
Are you sure there are demons in your ship? That's awfully
Anything
close.
involving a demon is heresy, no matter what it is.
I suppose that really depends on your viewpoint. Yes, it's heresy.
Anything to do with even killing demons? That's
No.
No,
That's
anything
not
a demon
heresy.
does to you is heresy.
Ah,
A demon existing is heresy. Its speaking is heresy. Anything it does is heresy.
Yes.
Wait, should we tell them the fun end part of last week?
Of course. Catch my
Well, yeah. So just so you know, good old Captain, there happens to be a twin of you now, a demonic twin who has your exact face, except he's got slightly different eyes color and as a demon. But
think
you've got a twin.
Oh, nice. Didn't Phil describe him as a bit more pointy?
Yes.
I probably said a bit more smart, but
I was going to say we can pull this in so that you're getting this briefing from Jack in the infirmary.
Yeah,
Because I mean your
That
bedroom's
works.
kind of currently covered in demon blood and needing like exercised and sanctified and shit again before you're allowed anywhere near it.
Sweet.
Deep. It's a deep cleanse on both a physical and spiritual level for your room. I was going to say, Demon Constantine is actually more intelligent, like quite a bit.
Is that,
Not,
I mean, is
not
that high bar
difficult.
to pass?
he's in the double digits.
I was going to say, I mean, Theodore himself is definitely not stupid. When I mean, the average human stat is considered 27. Sorry, so like your most average Joe of average Joes would have like somewhere between 24 and 27 across the board. So given most of you are, kicking the 40s for most things, Anyway, but even the demon is quite literally twice as smart as Theodore.
Oh, fucking hell.
So Mousie's actually only slightly dumber than the average human. That's kind of reassuring, actually.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's amazing what Bonehead Augmetics can do.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yes, you get this briefing of a demon literally running around the galaxy with your face, because before they could, you'll be sort of told that they managed to sort of scare it off. They thought they had it cornered, but then it opened a warp portal behind it and fell into.
Of course it did.
Yep,
Tore
so
open some heresy.
I will also say that's not GM bullshit. I did the rolls for it.
I've no doubt, but I'm just saying that it wouldn't have happened if I was awake.
Oh,
Like, you
actually, if it was awake, you might have died.
Yeah, I mean, half the party was on the floor fainting like little bitches, which didn't really help with the whole
Yeah.
murdering it.
The faithful were unaffected.
I imagine if you was awake, to be fair, it would realise its own face is walking around like, I can't have this, /
You know, it would have been like that scene from Doctor Who where there's two angry ponds. He would have flirting with himself.
You know what? That'd probably be about right.
That would have more impact if I'd ever watched it.
I have enough fellowship. I've been in with a shot.
Well, I mean, surely the idea of him flirting with himself is clear enough. Like that doesn't need a lot of extra.
Oh yeah.
Source
We
material.
have to find a way to work in that line from Star Trek 6, the bit with
Yes,
Kirk
yeah.
and his doppelganger. And one of the Kirk says, "I can't believe I kissed you," and the doppelganger says, "Must have been your lifelong ambition."
Aha. You know that wouldn't surprise me.
I will. I'll go and find the chaplain. We'd have one somewhere,
Yeah, you
and I'll grab him and I'll go and assist him in spiritually cleansing the room with my newfound faith.
Holiness.
sure. Sounds good. Okay. So I was going to say for the duration of Constantine being unconscious and sort of no one really being able to give any orders, because you haven't actually appointed a 2IC or a first officer, whatever way you want to put it.
That would be a good idea.
I mean, you haven't actually appointed anyone to roles. I mean, Lucius has taken head engines here because he didn't say no, and Mouse is the fire guy because once again you didn't say no.
I'm basically the unofficial
I mean,
pilot.
I thought the entire rule of the ship was based on whether you can beat the person in the role that you want.
I think somehow we'd all look to Scythia for the time being.
She's got the surname.
Who else has piloting skills here?
Is it fair?
Probably Mouse.
No, he will have piloting skills. I will train him, though.
I was gonna say I might trust him with paper airplanes, but
I won't go that far. I mean, the paper cuts they get, Jesus.
Till one of us is chosen, I think we better just leave it to Scythia.
I was gonna say, I mean, she'll naturally handle all the admin and stuff like that. Is sort of essential, making sure everything is functional, but wouldn't be going about making any like major decisions, like to jump back into warp, for example. So for the last sort of 4 or 5 hours, wherever it was conscious for, you've been traveling at sublight, getting well out of range of the pulsar, which is still pretty noticeable in the sensors, but the void shields are holding more than well enough, and these aren't suffering any additional effects at this point.
Big old pile of nope.
A huge pile of nope. It's just for clarification at this point. On the map, all the planets that are named are simply the planets that the Imperium has taken note of, or well, it is literally planets they've taken note of, or places of significance to them at one point or another. There will of course be stuff in between them and bits and bobs like that, but yeah. Anyway,
Places, habit.
After I've finished cleaning the room, after I've finished helping the chaplain clean the room spiritually, I'm going to go over to the pilot on the bridge and ask him if the ship is warp capable.
sort of squints at you because he doesn't recognize your authority and sort of says, yes, it's warp capable.
Then I'll go to the Vox and say, this is Lucia on behalf of our Lord Captain. What is the status of the navigator?
Bold of you to assume, sir.
You're unconscious, you don't know, shut up. Sorry, Doc.
Brutal, savage, right.
Sorry, Doc.
Do not.
You don't have to be sorry, he's unconscious.
You get a report sent back down. So a couple of Medicaid up with him, and he's coming around now. He should also be ready to go in a few hours.
Okay, I'll relay that message. Both those messages down to the med bay where the captain is.
No worries. So Theodore, whenever you wake up, you'll have a data slate with sort of several reports over the hours of state of the ship as to what's good to go, what's not. Because of this incursion, I'm going to drop the morale and ship population by 2 each. Because nasty shit, yo. And actually, I took note of that somewhere, didn't we?
That's just fun.
What did I?
Hmm.
Oh no, put a minute in. Hang on.
Oakley dokley.
And after I've sent that message, I'm going to grab the chaplain and we're going to make a tour of below decks and we're going to describe what happened in the battle, leaving out, of course, what happened to Lord Constantine. We're going to mainly reiterate what happened with the glory of the Emperor shining on us with purpose to banish him back to the warp, which we kind of did, if you get what I mean. Swerving the facts a little, but I'm going to go round, highlighting that to try and bring the crew out their morose a bit.
I would also leave out the demon's appearance.
Oh, yes, of course.
Didn't I see it? And that's why I passed out.
You saw a glimpse of it, I think would be fair to say. Yeah.
I don't think you would have processed it in time before you went, yeah.
I think he was on the floor before he even got up, before he even appeared.
No.
So, yeah, I'll send those reports down, Phil, to the captain, and I'll grab the chaplain and do a tour of the lower decks with him.
No worries. total XP at start is 7,600, wasn't it? Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool. Got my thing updated properly for this week. Okay, so from a numbers point of view, your crew is at 80% and morale is at 89%. So I mean, it's still fine.
That's surprisingly high.
The sad ones were turned to stone.
If it drops 20%, we might have to shoot people for morale.
Oh, and you have 680 days left.
To what the
Oh
the
my, how
challenge.
you are pressed for time. Okay,
Yeah.
so situation is such. You dropped out about 2 days away from Jerizal, where you are doing what? Make sure
We're
you-
going after that heretical ship, but
derelict. Well, we
Derelict.
assume it's a derelict anyway. Because we lost contact with the crew.
Whilst we
Who
are
was
still
sending?
travelling, I would like to point out that me and my assassin friend are training once more. Once he's
course.
finished his holy duties now.
I'm
Well,
pretty in the
You
medic
don't know. You don't know when the training will happen. It will happen.
when it happens.
Oh yes, we're at the
And you
second
get-
stage.
It'll
I'll
be
drink to that, bro.
happening.
It will happen when Phil decides something happens to you.
Basically, yeah.
Oh shit, what up?
I was going to say, we'll not bother for this little hop because there's not even going to be a warp encounter because well, might not be. We've got a 2-day hop, so I'll roll the navigation. Unless there's anything you want to do in sort of the few hours before we get rolling again.
If we just hang on the red bay to try and heal up a little bit if I can.
I'll just carry on doing what I'm doing with the chaplain, Phil.
And
No
we keep
worries.
an eye on the old passed out Constantine as well.
I don't know how long this would take, Phil, but I wanted to get help from Armorium adepts and try and create a combi plas.
Ah, okay. I was going to say, I would call that like at least a week's worth of effort.
Yep, just asking.
So, for simplicity's sake, we'll say you can have it done by the time you get to Malaysia.
Okay.
Yes.
Likewise, oh god, what was the gun I picked up?
It's
You picked up a Helgun, I believe.
Helgun, yes.
Mark that down. Oh yes, the Helgun. I too would like to. Mouse would like to start on the process of getting that turned into a. What did we discuss? A wrist-mounted weapon.
Oh,
It was. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna start calling you the Hulkbuster.
So, yeah.
Please tell me Mouse is just going to try and fix it to his arm.
He
Can we
probably
get-
could strap it to his arm, but he'd need some way to be able to actually trigger it.
You get it wedging it into his arm's skin. It's like
A
smash it.
piece of wire around the trigger, taped to his hand.
Can we get him a pneumatic gauntlet that just, you know? Oh, that'd be great.
I was going to say, if you want, I mean, given that it wouldn't need a huge amount of modification compared to like a combi weapon, I could let that happen in this little short voyage if you wanted.
Okay, all right.
I'll take a couple of tech use rolls, or what does Lucius have that's like specifically for that sort of thing? Yeah,
Oh,
so,
armory stuff.
yes, yeah, so armor, right? Let's say if you roll armor for me at a plus 20, that would include the laboratorium, right? Or if it, sweet.
Ooh.
Nice.
In that case, congrats. You'll have that done by the time you hop out at Jerizal. Not that I think you'll need
Okay,
it. I hasten to add, but
Yeah, it's just so I've got something with a bit more range to it than the Ripper, basically.
yeah. I mean, I was going to say, as far as modification was concerned, not really much needed, to be honest. Sort of the trigger was sort of changed around, and but otherwise it was like literally turned around a little bit, and yeah. So,
Because of his size, does it actually look like the gun has just been placed on top of his arm?
basically, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like fairly pretty minimal modification required. You know, the pistol grips
Okay.
removed, and that's about it really.
When
So-
all else
Uh,
fails, he's gonna grab someone up by the throat with that arm and just pull the trigger while he's holding them.
We
Just
can
blast
officially
the head off.
say the process to becoming a dreadnought has begun.
I just worry that when he tries to like grab something, he's gonna accidentally fire it. So how many times does he accidentally end up pulling the trigger on it when he's just trying to grab something?
Pointy,
This is just-
I was
Sorry.
just going to say quick. Yeah, sorry. The weapon upgrade reduces the weapon's range by 30%, so the Helgen has 33 meters fewer range.
Right. That's still pretty good though. So it's 110 for the base. So that's gonna be liking numbers.
I was going to say round it to the
Right,
round it-
77.
yeah, round it to 80 for simplicity's sake then.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
And
for
otherwise the
this.
stats are the same.
Yep.
I'm waiting for the day Mouse is basically wearing a tank's worth of armor, and
Dude.
I just hope when he
Kind
gets...
of already is.
Well, you know, when he's actually looking like a Baneblade. And
Cool.
I hope to God you say, I will endure 1,000 deaths before I yield.
That sounds a bit too erudite for Mouse, to be honest.
He heard it in a Vox once.
Too many syllables.
Oh wow, nice.
Ooh.
Oh, that has a lot of pen, huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, it is an overcharged. Like, I mean, it's a hot shot las is the other name for them. So
It's like the standard hotshot round that the guard use in the sniper
Okay.
rifles. But you fire it continuously instead of them firing one shot and then reloading.
I was going to say, I mean,
Constantine would also be looking for something a bit more longer range.
don't worry. I
If it's a-
believe you'll have something sooner or later.
Happy days.
I was going to say, I mean, just before we move on completely from the Helgun, you can work that in two ways. You can have the normal magazine, in which case you're using normal las mags in it, which are worth half, I believe, because of all the extra charge that pulls. Or you could hook up one of the backpacks. To be fair, given he's an Ogryn, you could probably wear it like almost like a
He's-
It's a fanny pack.
Yeah.
basically, yeah, like a pouch and a tool belt sort of thing.
Yeah.
He's not going to have much difficulty with a backpack power source, I think.
Well, to
Ogryn,
be honest, if it's an Imperial Guard backpack, it is probably going to be a belt accessory to him, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
could
just
be a shoulder plate.
that's it. I mean, couple of straps like up his arm for the power cables, and that's him sorted. Basically, yeah.
We're gonna turn him into a fucking Ogryn Batman, aren't we?
Not far away.
That's gonna be a heavy duty fucking grapple, my friend.
I might want to put oh god, what are the modifications again? Like a red dot, is it? At some point, but I think we'll leave that for now.
Heavy duty grapple. He grapples into the side of a wall, goes to shimmy himself up, and just pulls the wall down.
But yeah. Okay. So, your journey, instead of being 2 days, is more like a day and a half. So a very, very brief, very smooth jump with a navigation roll of 4.5 degrees of success. You notice that it's a very smooth run through the warp. Like it's like fucking laminar flow around the fucking ship. There's no bumps, there's no turbulence, there's no it's fuck all. It's like probably one of the smoothest short hops through the warp any of you have ever experienced. With zero fuckery, which is the best
Ooh.
bit. Yeah. So you jump out at the pretty much bang on Gerasol in like a sort of extremely high orbit, and yeah, what'd you like to do?
I'm going to see if the old captain's up yet while I'm in the med bay with him.
Yeah. Don't worry, everybody will be up and about within that sort of day and the warp.
Okay.
So
being as we're getting close, I'm going to go and hide in the bay where a certain gun cutter is.
fair enough.
Is the combi plazas made now, right? Or do
No.
I have to do some rolling?
I'm gonna get 2 more rolls from you, and that's gonna be in the hop between Jarazol and Malaysial.
Ah, okay. Yeah, Jarazol, my bad.
Yeah, no worries.
I just want to know how the prisoners are doing, really. Just check on them as well. See how many of them actually left.
I can't remember. I think I said you've got like 300
Yeah,
left. Like top end, I think I said like 280 or something like that last week. Feel free to correct me, but I think
I
that's-
can't remember. Yeah.
Okay, right. You congrats. You've got like 287 of them left. 500
Damn.
because bullshit. Anyway, okay. These are in orbit above Jarazol. What would you like to do? How would you like to go about this?
Shall we take the gun cutter, sir?
R2?
Has anyone actually checked to see where this derelict is exactly? Or whereabouts it is?
Didn't say it was a derelict.
Yeah.
Oh, it's another ship. Exactly.
The
No.
report was there was a Xeno ship above Jarazol.
Can we see the ship?
I would think we would want to scan first.
There you go.
That's it.
Maybe.
Yeah, so he wants to go on us to some. I mean, he wants to go on a mission first.
Okay, let me just double check as far as ship's all specs is concerned. We should check this first. Whatever. Give me a. I'll just do Scythia. She's actually got the ship up and everything. Okay. Just works. Basically that. Okay, fair enough then. Okay, so for simplicity's sake, I'm going to say one of the sort of crewmen in the bridge is like, "Sir, I've got a ship up in the sensors. It's not very clear, but we've got a heading."
Can you make it clearer?
I'll try, sir. Sir, would you like to sort of move in the general direction to make it a bit clearer, or?
Sure.
Sure.
We'll be cautious after the last debacle. Can we put shields up?
Yeah, void shields up.
Yep.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so you just move around the planet a little bit more and have a far clearer view. You come across the sensors, and the ship's records have this particular ship like recorded as a Styxian trader. Cynthia will inform you pretty quickly, especially with that role. The Styxian are like a sort of nomadic Xenos trading race. They're quite relatively common out here in the Cronus Expanse, and are wheeler dealers, I think might be the way of putting it. They like a good bit of barter.
And are they friendly, hostile?
They're pretty
well-meaning?
harmless. You know, if they can make a trade, they're happy.
I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I don't think they'd be very good traders if they were hostile.
Hostile acquisitions is a normal type of trade. In fact, there's a module named after it.
Is this a trade of we let them live, we take your shit? Is that the trade you're on about?
No. To clarify, they
Could
are.
be. Good idea.
I mean, I think it'd be fair to say that Theodore probably would have now that it's been clarified, you've probably heard some stories of Styxians.
Yeah. Okay. Etiquette. Call ahead.
Okay.
Say, yo, anyone there? Want to trade?
Ay.
We have a lot of rubble.
Oh.
So Cynthia sort of squints at you a little bit as if you're high or possibly drunk as normal.
Or just out of the bed bay.
Or both,
That would
sure.
constitute as high.
Fair enough. That. Sweet. Okay. So she sends out a vox sort of along the lines of, this is Cynthia Constantine of the rotating ship Litany of Ascension, Styxian vessel. You're in Imperial space. Please state your intentions. Slightly garbled version of low Gothic back of Styxian here to trade. Give you a trade. Yes, I know. Nucinos, fucking deal with it.
Oh, that's borderline racism.
Yep.
I want to say tarmac.
It's okay, you weren't going to get monetized anyway.
I know, right?
Drixia has wares if you're looking to buy.
Exactly. Styxian wheel, Styxian deal. Yes. So the ships are sort of getting sort of thin, shall we say, cutter rate, simplicity's sake.
Cool. So, I definitely want to stretch my legs after that ordeal. So,
I mean, that's some wonderful R&R.
Let's cut to the chase.
Get out. Put him in the airlock.
no, he's the only one that can fly it.
I reckon Mouse will be a pretty good shot. I reckon he'll pick it up quite easily.
Yep, we're wanting to fly it, not pick it up.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Oh, no, it's gonna fly because he can pick it up and throw it like a paperweight.
Save and fill.
So yeah, who would like to go and trade with the Styxians?
Ooh, me.
I'll go with the captain to make sure he stays out of trouble, as always.
I think Mouse would have been slightly secretly disappointed that nothing happened during the last warp jump. He's a bit bored, so he wants to come along.
Of course.
Lucius can leave the armorers by their own for a bit, I guess.
I think he could, yeah.
So yeah, he'll come along.
Yeah, boy.
I was gonna say from an out of character GM perspective, this is a more flavorful thing rather than a fuck you thing. So don't worry.
I don't really want to go, but I have no choice.
Correct.
And will Lucia be joining us as well?
She's hiding in the bay.
Touche.
She's part of the cutter now.
She's waiting for a certain person.
Surprise bumming!
She's female, so yay.
She has a sharp object, I'm sure she can use that.
Still.
I have several questions.
And those are?
I was just saying that towards sandwich. I'm not going to list them.
No.
I mean, it's probably better that you don't get answers to those questions, to be honest.
Not on the stream, anyway.
Not in general. Let's go.
I can re-roll it. Shut up.
It's also an opposed roll, so Connor, you need to roll now as well.
What am I rolling?
I whispered you. So you're rolling awareness flat. Probably should be a negative, to be honest. Cool.
It was.
That's a greater degree of failure. Fantastic. Cool. In which case, on your way down to the gun cutter, you're going to get ambushed. At which point, I don't know what's going to happen.
I'm going to go and punch him in the face, and he's got to try and dodge it.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna roll some doge.
I'll dodge
Wait.
the -20 then.
Ambushed by who?
Him.
Oh, okay. I missed that part.
Why?
Reason.
Re-roll that.
Okay.
You know what? You just
Use a re-roll.
Are you actually going to
Mouse.
reroll that?
Mouse is looking
it's
rather amused at this point then.
1.
Okay, if you're going to do it, do
Fine. -20.
Well,
it. Your nose is.
Fate point well spent.
I was going to say, your nose is distinctly twinging right now. You're pretty sure it's not broke, but it might be. It's not.
I'm just going to look at him and go, still some work to do, and walk towards the cone cutter.
I'm just exchange a look with Phil. I think, what the fuck is going on here?
Okay, fair enough then.
Did Jack smirk?
Am I aware of what's going on?
Obviously. Well, I would hope so. You're the captain.
I mean, I don't think I've heard anyone.
That's why I had to ask.
That's it. I mean, but at the same time, I don't think I've heard anyone specifically say you've been put in the loop. Fair enough. So, on the way over, well, sort of on the way
Everybody
down.
seems quite accepting of it, so I just roll with it.
Fair enough. Scythia will Scythia will remind
You'd have heard
you
me
all-
say to him, still some work to do, and then walk off.
Mumble something incoherently.
Scythia will have informed y'all that the Styxians, it's like a barter system. They're not expecting cash. They're expecting you to offer something to trade. So something off your person, like personal effect, a weapon. If you offer something that's like particularly valuable, I will say, from a numbers and rules point of view, it works out very well for you. Well, you get more options. Let's put it that way. But you could literally offer them like an old magazine, for example, or like an empty bottle of
Like one of the ones that he keeps in the gun cutter, or
Yeah, I don't have magazines.
or like quite literally like weapon magazine.
yeah.
I'm sure he's got a
not the
footlocker
slightly soggy
somewhere
ones.
under the floorboards in the captain's cabin that's full of the Warhammer equivalent of like Fornax.
Basically,
How many servitors did we get again? We got like 6, right?
We've got plenty of
Lucius
Hogans
is
as
going to
well.
bring one.
ooh, okay.
Interesting.
In that
We be
case-
arms dealers now.
Well, I'm going to say, if you're willing to trade one of them, I know exactly what I'm going to give you. You'll love it. Okay, so you know, arrive in the ship. You get docking instructions. When you arrive,
Uh-huh.
not the sort of docking you were having in the last session.
I passed out before I could enjoy it.
You're greeted by the Styxian at the docking port. He's not holding a pulse carbine, but that's basically what they look like. They've got sort of 2 sets of eyes and sort of I don't know, kind of like a dog fetus with no hair on them. That's a genuine description of them on the interwebs. But anyways, he's get all the various pleasantries and sort of a couple of very deep bows and the way you've got to be honest and say it's similar sort of way you'd expect like a sort of a slimy salesman in like a Moroccan souk, for example.
Mhm.
But
Would you say it's a formal sort of thing?
what do you mean? Like the bar?
Is there like a formal process, or
No, I would say it's fairly informal. You're you're visiting shall I say a market on space wheels, as it were. You know, think of it like as a traveling market of sorts.
It's basically a pokey caravan, essentially, just like selling stuff that's nicked.
You're not far away, to be honest. So he'll be, Styxis will Styxis, who will call himself, who will say, you cannot pronounce my name. You can call me Strix. Since you call him Strix, will sort of be telling you of there's been a couple of rogue traders through this way, and it's turned out to be a very, very profitable endeavor for him to be there. So many trades, yes. Shut up. So, what would he takes you into what looks like a converted cargo bay of some sort. I mean, it's still being used as cargo bay. There's a very distinct sort of path around it. It's wall to wall with weird ass shit. Some of it looks of Imperium design. Some of it definitely doesn't. What would everybody like to offer Styxis in trade?
Oh, you go first. Go on.
Thank you. Lucius would begin, and he would offer one of the servitor that he brought.
Styxis, all of his eyes very much light up, and nods his head, sort of at you, and is very keen, and you see cogs turning, as if he knows exactly what he's going to be offering you. We'll give you options, but actually, you know what? I know exactly. I'm going to give you two things off it for that, because that's particularly valuable. Like I said, the guidelines. They refuse all currencies and prefer to barter. They will accept random items such as filtration plugs, microbeads, and chrono devices, just as they would accept weapons, single clips of ammunition, and rare artifacts or fancy clothing. So, what would everybody like to trade? I say Lucius already offered one of the servitors. What would everybody else like to offer?
I haven't got much, obviously. You know what I've got. But the one thing I do have is that very old las pistol I used to use.
Sure.
Before I got my wrist made. The old antiquated one.
Okay. Yeah.
That I had from the start. What do you call it? Oh, not Archaeotech, but nearly Archaeotech kind. That's the only thing I've got, so I'll offer that for trade.
Okay, I'll do.
An exceedingly old las pistol that's seen many deaths.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to give you, but I'll give. I think that's worth a few rolls.
It's the only thing I've got. If you think about it, I've got nothing else.
Also true, yeah. I mean, that's definitely worth a few rolls. What would everybody else like to offer?
I would unclip my Xeno pelt cloak from my shoulders.
Where that was going.
Ah, okay.
And offer it.
Yeah, Strix is very, very happy looking at that. What would... what would everybody else like to offer?
Well, I'll offer a bolt pistol and some stun grenades.
Interesting.
By Stolamine 2.
I'm going to offer them my departure.
What?
I have nothing to trade.
Offer me your wank material.
Like, literally
Magazine.
Literally nothing?
I suppose I probably do have empty magazines in the gun cutter. None on my person.
As in, I mean, I automatically assume that you have a couple on you, so you can trade one of those if you want.
Okay, I will trade one of them.
I know what I've got. Mouse sees everyone just kind of handing stuff over, and he's a bit confused, but figures he'll go with the flow. And unslings the Merivek patent assault las gun that he requisitioned and then didn't end up using because he got the hell gun instead.
Okay.
That was from Into the Storm, I think. No idea what page that.
Okay.
Answer the door.
Okay. Cool.
That's what I have a wife for.
If
Can you
ever-
think of... Sorry, Phil, can you think of anything else I've got? I can't think of anything.
Honestly, I just stick with that. That's going to get you quite a lot of favor with them, shall we say?
Okay. Who hasn't traded? Cynthia hasn't traded.
She won't, but she's not there. She's down
Alright.
on the ship. So, Lucius, Strix his you're like his favorite person right now. You know, he's sort of taking you along and showing you around the place and first off, he sort of picks up it's a mechanical skull spider device and basically puts it straight in your hands. Give me a tech use at a plus 40.
Damn.
That's an auto pass then.
Okay, well in that case, you immediately recognize it as a servo skull, but instead of the gyro jets in the bottom, it's been fitted out with it's like spider legs, so it can climb everywhere it needs to instead of using gyro like with the grav jets. It's as a tech priest, it's very much a novelty to you, and I feel you'd be quite intrigued by it. He puts that in your hands and basically sort of keeps on moving as if it's it's nothing. Go. Sorry, so I'm trying to find the. There we go. He takes you around and he sort of points to a strange backpack-like device with two prongs that curve out the top of it, and split into two further prongs down the front. Styxis will then explain that he stole it from some very, very bad humans and can't quite figure out how to work it. Give me take use at a. Oh right, okay, interesting. That's a take use at -20 or a -10 at lower Adeptus Mechanicus. Your pick.
Let me just figure out. Law Adeptus Mechanicus. It'll be 45 by the way, so I'll just pick.
Oh wow, nice.
Nice.
You recognize it as an inequity pattern arachnid mechadendrite. Made by the members of the Dark Mechanicus. It's designed as a walker frame that enables the user to move around without their feet ever having to touch the ground, because you essentially walk around on it.
Oh
Like
shit!
Doc Ock.
Yeah, basically. The prongs are nigh indestructible and can carry up to 2 tons worth of weight. You'll get a +30 to climb checks, and when using that, you cannot be knocked prone. You also get to add +2 initiative to rolls due to the speed that you can like scoot around this thing. They're pretty shit weapons, but they do 1d5 +1 damage if you try and use them to hit anybody. They are, of course, very clearly tech heresy, and may result in issues with other Mechanicus. But other than that,
Hypothetical question.
yes.
Could we get a second pair for a certain big boy?
No.
Who is this big boy?
If you ask Lucius, these are like redonkulously rare.
Fair enough.
Styxis will sort of pull this out of the pile it's in, and sort of offer it up to you.
He's offering the Mechadendrite.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take that. That's incredible.
Sweet. So I'll just give you that. Discord.
We're gonna come back in like 2 weeks and see that is grafted onto the skeleton of that man. Robot.
Basically, yeah.
Are you more man or robot at this point?
I was going to say,
Man at the moment.
we're getting close to 50-50 though. Okay. So Styxis sort of is giving a very genuine smile to you, and is very happy with the deal that you were able to come to. He's like, "Oh, Styxis like shiny man. Thank you for other shiny man. Yes." Okay, so we'll start from the bottom as far as rolls are concerned. Hendrickson, for one magazine, I'm going to give you one roll on the table in front of me. If you would give me a D100, please.
I should have brought another servitor.
No.
40?
Styxis sort of puts his hand on you and sort of guides you around the place, and sort of giving you all the salesman patter. And he holds up a smart-looking briefcase to you. It's like he sort of explains to you that you look very professional and smart. Yes, and sort of rattles it. And yeah, bonus gift inside. Brave charge. Yes, and rattles it around a little bit more.
An unknown gift inside.
Like we trade, yes.
Yes.
Fair enough. He
I'm scared of what's inside.
he takes the magazine off you and hands you the briefcase across. Okay.
I'm gonna open the briefcase.
Right here?
I'm not taking something unknown on my ship.
I'm gonna back away very slowly.
Yeah.
I hide behind mouse.
Yeah.
I'm not taking that on my ship without knowing what it is.
It's just a briefcase. Inside are a lot of dusty-looking chocolates.
Who's gonna eat one?
I'm gonna close it back slowly.
Mouse will take a chocolate.
Mouse can have all the fucking chocolate.
Mouse, they are the best chocolate you've ever tasted, bar none.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Let's see, next on the list.
Space alien chocolate.
Lucia, give me 2 D100s.
Actually, can I say Mouse kind of eats one, slightly hesitantly, goes, ooh, and then kind of scoops all the rest of it up in his hands and just stuffs them all in his mouth in one go.
He's got a massive chocolate stain all the way down his bloody jaw now.
I imagine Ogryns don't get to have chocolate very often.
If you think that bloody shit or something.
Interesting. Okay, so Lucia, Styxis will show you between sort of 2 items and will offer you one of 2. First item he offers you is a large purple crystal. Styxis will explain that it is very ancient and very valuable. Probably has magic powers too. The second thing he offers you is it's a small white box thing with a padlock in the door. It's about the size of a safe. Styxis says that it holds many incredibly powerful items. He doesn't have the key though. Which would you like?
A box that holds many powerful items but has no key.
Yep. It's a padlock on it, you know. It's a small white box thing with a padlock in the door. About the size of a safe. Or a large purple crystal that Styxis claims is very ancient and valuable, and probably has magic powers too.
Well, I wouldn't want anything to do with magic powers, being me. A box that... it's a bit dodgy.
Does it have a key in the padlock?
No, Styxis does not have the key.
Can I twat it with an axe?
No.
Probably could.
Before he's handed it over.
I meant the padlock. I'm not going to do it before, but could I ask if I could with the padlock if you do get it?
I mean, I don't think you need to twat it with an axe to get it open, but yes, it's a fairly standard looking padlock.
Does the box look old itself?
Oldish, yeah. I mean, it's obviously been sitting a while, you know. It's a
Yeah.
like I said, small white box thing with a padlock on the door. It's about the size of a safe.
Okay. Okay, I'll take that.
Okay. It streaks through, like, shuffles along the floor a little bit. There's obviously a little bit of weight in it. Sort of rattles a tiny little bit.
I shall look over to Mouse and smile if there's a bit of weight in it. Can I pick it up, okay?
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Oh no, hang on. Why am I picking it up? Go do your job.
Oh, you're Grapplehawk.
Yeah, I'll get the grapple up to pick it up.
I was going to say, it can't really hover. It goes to, you know, it's like point-to-point carrying, because it's still a bird, you know?
Yeah, I'll get it to pick it up and take it to the cutter.
Okay, fair enough then. Yeah, it does it with relative ease. Okay, next on the list, Mouse. Give me 2 D100s, please. Okay, so the first thing Styxis shows you is a small penknife. It's very sharp, yes, very good for killing. And he demonstrates this by cutting through a small piece of wood, like a, you know, like a lightsaber through butter. But it's a human-sized penknife, to clarify.
Okay. So it's about the size of one of Mouse's fingers, kind of thing.
I think
Not
it's-
even.
I was going to say probably not even, yeah.
You could strap it to the top of your thumb as a fingernail.
Basically, yeah.
Power
and then,
nail.
The second thing he shows you is a large blue gemstone. Styxis will instantly start saying, No, other purple gemstone was junk. Absolute junk. This one is very ancient, very, very valuable, and has very powerful magic powers. Yes.
Well, he's got absolutely no use for a tiny penknife, so he's going to take the shiny thing.
Cool. You take the shiny, large blue gemstone. I was going to say...
Does he in fact gain magical powers?
He doesn't have magical powers.
You get +1 to strength.
You're not a wizard, Harry.
Okay. Theodore, 2 D100s, please.
Middle of the road.
The first thing he shows you is a pair of strange-looking black gloves. He explains they are great at keeping you warm in cold climates or the void. The second thing he shows you are a pair of worn cybernetic legs. They do not appear to be great quality, but Styxis explains they are very useful for swimming.
Would either of them go with my same list armor?
I mean, the strange-looking black gloves are pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah. Are they fancy enough?
They're fairly fancy looking, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll take the fancy looking gloves.
Okay, fair enough.
As I have my legs currently.
I mean, it pays to be prepared.
It does. Okay.
I have my simplest armor protecting my legs.
Last but not least, Jack, give me 3 demon hundreds. You gave Styxis many things to trade. Okay, I mean that's one way of doing it, I guess. 20.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I mean, it works.
Reroll the 26, please. Just making sure there's no doubles. And reroll the 39 as well, please. Reroll that.
Just hit up and then enter. 9.
Okay, cool. So we'll start with the 9. Styxis shows you to a green potion. Styxis will claim it's probably very alcoholic. He seems unsure, but he's very keen to get rid of it. The second thing he shows you
I do know a captain who does like his booze.
is a suitcase full
What
of
else
strange
is
clothing.
there?
Styxis will explain it is the former wardrobe of an imperial saint. Very holy. Worth a lot. And then... Oh, yes. An enormous bulky black pistol thing in a glass case with a huge barrel. Styxis explains that it is an ancient and very powerful weapon that his ancestors have wielded in countless wars over millennia. It is definitely very ancient and powerful, but in perfect condition, almost brand new. If you look at it, the thing is definitely very shiny and appears pretty new. So green potion, suitcase of clothing, or enormous bulky black pistol thing in a case.
What was the clothing?
Sorry?
What was the clothing? Can you broke up for me when you said clothing bit?
It's
Yeah, I
a
didn't hear any of
suitcase
that.
full of strange clothing. Styxis will explain that it is the former wardrobe of an imperial saint. Very holy, worth a lot.
I'm gonna take the clothing.
Okay.
I didn't expect that.
I didn't expect that either.
Yeah, no.
Are you sure?
Well, no, actually, no, screw it, I'll take the potion.
What was...
Take the weapon, man!
No, I'm gonna take the potion and give it to
Giant
Phil and see if he
alien hand
dies.
cannon!
Giant alien weapon! Take the bloody weapon!
Right, I'll take the fucking weapon.
Okay.
Jesus.
I'm just trying to kill off our captain. Jesus.
The best way to do that's with the giant alien weapon!
I'm not gonna shoot him. I'm gonna let him drink himself to death.
Styxis will.
I'll do that on my own, don't worry.
Styxis will take the enormous black pistol out of the glass case and hand it to you with the sense of reverence.
How heavy is
Can I carry this, or is it like a
Oh, yeah.
struggle for me?
Yeah, it feels like quite unbalanced, I think you could say. But yeah,
It's like that bloody pistol from Men in Black, isn't it? I shoot it, I go flying 50 feet backwards.
Your rolls are going to be so great with that unbalanced piece of shit.
I didn't use it.
okay. I was going to say unless anyone else has anything in particular to offer, that'll be us for this little portion.
I
I'm
haven't
really
got
tempted to
anything
do
else.
something. I'm tempted to do
What?
something. else.
What about
Can I
that
do
first
something
thing
with...
we picked up?
Do you seriously want to give them that?
Wait, what? What? No. You can't be serious.
Inquisitorial looking and throws it.
No,
Give him
that
the
wasn't-
red.
That wasn't the first thing we picked up.
Are you on about the the zombie mind meld thing?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck no.
Ooh, is
But
that
he
still on
looks
my
he
ship?
looks so truthful.
Oh, fuck. I mean,
Like,
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Character-wise, I'd say no. But out of character-wise, I'd say yeah, because it would...
I'm curious to see what would happen, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I want to get the fuck off the ship before anything happens.
I would also point out that this, it's a fairly standard encounter. This isn't like some huge big thing that I have massively planned out, and I would not consider this the point to get rid of it. If you want to, I'll give you another like 3-4 I'll let you roll like fucking 5 times in the thing, and you can pick 3 of them for all I care. If that's how you want to do
It's
it.
not worth it.
But
Don't you fucking dare.
Hypothetically,
Look at
now this is going to sound really stupid and autistic, but hypothetically, how many rolls would I get if I was to just throw my gun cutter at him?
Don't.
no, because what's
I
on
said
the,
hypothetically.
what's
How
on
much
the
did
gun cutter?
hypothetically,
Other than our early means of escape.
I mean, hypothetically, if you gave him the gun cutter, I would link you the fucking table, and you could pick like 5 things off it.
What do we get for this ship? Fuck it, I'm going one up. What if we traded the actual
You
ship?
can literally have everything in the list for the full ship.
We could give him the person on our ship.
Okay.
Wait, no, we're not human traffickers. No, carry
Right,
on.
does he? Yeah, that's no. why
Okay,
not?
no, for reals, anything extra in this, or we're gonna call it?
I'm gonna call. I mean, if I got a couple empty mags, I might just check on them as well.
I know what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to, as I'm about to walk off, I'll think about it. And then I'll unhook my sniper rifle from my back. I shall clip out the clip, take one of the special bullets out. Is it the man stoppers I've been using? It is.
So, yeah.
And I shall hand him a man stopper bullet.
Just sort of scratches his chin a little bit. Give me a D100. Awesome. Where'd it go? So Styxis sort of takes you around a little bit, and sorry, seconds. Hands you a bandolier with 7 differently coloured grenades slotted in it. Styxis believes that the belt is a wonderful fashion accessory because it's got enough colours to match any outfit. It feels like you need some colour in your life, given that you're wearing all black.
It could easily be converted to black. With a bit of handy, work on it. Could convert it to black, I imagine, couldn't I?
I'd check what the grenades are first.
Yeah, I'll have a look at the grenades.
There, you know for a fact none of them are of Imperial design. That's about all you can surmise right now.
Okay. I shall take the belt of grenades, but I should kind of hold them at arm's length.
Okay. Trix is looking bored of trades. Okay, you have had your trades. Off my ship.
Typical bloody gypsy.
Yeah, so
So we'll head back to
I
Gun
heard
Cabin.
everybody up and head back.
Fantastic.
When we get back,
I go to swish my cloak as I turn around, but then I'm quite upset.
when we get back, I shall. Sorry, did you say we go back to?
Back to the cutter, back to the ship. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Once there, I'll get the grapple hook to pick the box up, and I'll carry the bandolier, and I'll go down and see the tech priest.
Okay.
Are you at home in the workshop, Mr. Lucius?
Oh, I was going.
He'd be in the Armorium, but he could be wrangled to the laboratorium if you want.
Yeah, I shall send a box message and ask if you could attend at your convenience.
Yeah, he'll head up.
Was this horribly pixelated for everybody else?
No, just you.
Oh no, there we go. Much better.
Right. I shall get the grapple hook to place the box down and then go back on my shoulder. And I'll ask him... I shall hand him the bandolier of grenades and ask if he can figure out what they are, if there's any way he can. And I'll ask him if there's any way he could open the box safely.
In an airlock.
And I shall say if it's anything of interest to yourself, then you can keep it unless it's something I could use.
Okay. Yeah, he would agree. He's a little surprised, but sure.
Cool. In that case, give me two tech use rolls with whatever bonuses you put onto that.
What am I identifying here?
Well, one in turn. So first off, we'll identify the white box, which I don't know. The base level roll will be plus 20. And just add on what is relevant there. Fantastic. You realise that it's even before clipping the padlock off, that it's some sort of small archaeotech refrigeration device. When you unhook the padlock, you realise it's a mini fridge with alcohol inside it.
Oh God.
But it could be used to store DNA evidence after an assassination, I would say.
Could do, yeah.
Constantine appears.
Fucking knew it.
Yes, I shall save what's inside it, Constantine, and I shall I shall give it to a nearby orderly or whatever, and tell him to take it to the captain.
Fair enough.
And I shall say to Lucius, do you think I could use this to store DNA evidence till it can be taken to whoever needs it?
Sure.
Yeah, it can work.
Okay. I'll keep it for that purpose, and that's actually quite ideal.
Fair enough.
That actually comes in quite handy, doesn't it? Speaking at an out of character level to store evidence, proof of kill.
Yeah.
You want to store DNA in there?
No, store proof of kill.
I mean, sperm bank. I mean,
Like a finger.
Yeah, the cutter's the place for it to stay.
Okay.
Like a finger.
And
Obviously, I'll give him the grenades as well.
yeah. Give me another tech use roll on the same level. Whatever. Okay, so for that, I'm going to give you 7 of them. I'll give you 4 of them. The silver-looking oval, a stun grenade of some sort. The metallic cube is a xenofilament grenade. There's an orange rectangle, which appears as some sort of hallucinogenic in it. And a light green disc. You realise has got some rather potent virus inside it.
Oh God.
oh boy.
I shall look at the tech proof and say, I do not use things like this myself, but I have no issues if you would like them and you can make use of them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Lucius would definitely agree to using these grenades.
I know you have an
Yes.
interest in this field. You know what, myself, I do not. But I have no problems if you wish to give them a closer inspection, maybe put them to some use.
And I'm sure you can find use for the bandolier. Fill them with grenades from the armorium.
I shall probably keep the bandolier, but I'll let you have the grenades.
Very well, thank you. I guess Lucius would send out a vox to not the crew, but our little entourage here and say, if you want anything identified or opened, then come to the laboratorium while I'm here.
You evaded...
Constantine, go on.
Sorry. Just before I leave, I'll say you've aided me in helping me with the weapons and such, so this is a gift in return.
Well, thank you. I'm grateful.
And I shall depart and go and put my box in my room and go to the chapel.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so Constantine would head up and see if he can make heads or tails of what the gloves are.
After he drinks all the booze. I just want to get Lucius, can you check out what his pistol is I got? Can you see if you can work out what it actually is?
Sure, I'll do Constantine first.
Okay.
Seeing as he came in
Will
first.
you indeed?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Red gloves to keep
Jesus
you
Christ.
warm in the cold or the void, was it?
Does it keep you warm in the void?
Sure.
Am
it
I
was.
rolling anything for this film?
No, I'm going to do this the fun way, and I'm going to tell you what they are, and you can tell them.
Ah,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I guess just to demonstrate rather than laboriously explain, he'll put on one of the gloves and then snap his fingers, at which point a small lighter flame is produced at the end of his thumb.
Ah,
And sort of like a behold, I guess. He'll take the gloves off and then hand them to him.
thank you, I guess. So just like a novelty
Yeah.
lighter
basically.
gloves. Yep. Suppose it will keep me warm.
Which of those grenades do I have, Filbo?
All of them.
Oh,
I'm,
Jesus.
I'm assuming you will have a bit more time to identify them, so I just gave you the list.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, by the way, my lord,
Yes.
you probably figured out these aren't void sealed garments.
Yes. I guess as much for a joke novelty item.
Good, just making sure. I guess he would begin working on the pistol in the case. Is this the same deal, Filbo? Yep.
Yep.
Oh no. All that peer pressure. Take the gun. Okay. I guess Lucius would feel a bit bad about this. So he the weapon's obviously out of its case, and he's toying around with it on a workbench and under tools and magnifying glasses and all sorts of indescribable equipment, trying to figure out what it is. I guess he'll take the gun, and was it Jack who gave him this?
Yep.
I guess he'll just point the pistol directly at Jack.
Nope.
Aim at him between the eyes. He'll pull the trigger. At which point, some hot air comes out of the end of the muzzle, in the vein of a hairdryer.
I fucking knew the gun was worthless.
That's such a Jack thing.
Yep.
I guess you would flip the pistol around and hand it to him, grip first.
Fuck's sake.
Yep.
I mean, while we're doing this, Mouse might as well stomp in with his shiny gem, crystal, whatever it is, and plonk it on the table.
Okay. Sure, yeah, he'll start working on this as well.
Meanwhile, Constantine will ask if Jack's going to use that.
And at this point, my orderly actually find him and give him the alcohol.
Sure.
The orderly will give you a message that it was inside the item that I had, because I'm not there.
Do you want Lucius to identify the alcohol?
Sure.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, it's probably wise before he just suddenly starts chugging it all.
The alcohol is very good. Very old, very well aged. Because
Not for long.
This is something you could, in theory, you could give this to your grandfather and he would be very happy. This would be not that they celebrate Christmas in the Imperium, but this would be the Christmas gift of all Christmas gifts, or birthday gift, if you will. And,
is it a rare sort of one?
The alcohol's been in there for God knows how long. Or Emperor knows how long, I should say.
Hundreds of years.
Is it the kind of alcohol that you display rather than drink outright?
It is drinkable, but it is obviously very old. It hasn't been contaminated or anything like that. So it is drinkable, but old. Up to you.
If I make a armorer roll, I can determine the origin of components used in construction, detailed information, planet of creation, etc.
Interesting.
Armorers are also very good at determining what type of alcohol it is. Speaking as one.
Shall I roll and see what?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What?
Just remember, this is a gift from your assassin captain.
Is the orderly telling me this?
Oh, well, of course.
No. I'm very, very grateful.
Okay.
Told you that
Yeah, so the alcohol's very old. Very, very, very old. Vintages of 1,000+ years from back somewhere near Terra. It's it'll be from an old place with plenty of history behind it.
Okay, easy enough.
Right.
And I'm identifying crystal. Is that right?
Yes,
Mouse
a
is
large
big
blue
crystal.
crystal.
Is it blue? I thought it was green.
It
Oh,
changes
it's
colour.
blue. Yes.
Mhm.
Are you just colourblind?
Mouse hasn't learnt his colours yet.
Lucius is actually kind of stumped. I mean, it's a crystal. Probably needs someone who specializes in this sort of stuff to actually find out what it is. It's of Xenos origin, and it's picking up low-level psychic energy.
My ears prick up and I say, where from?
Oh, from the crystal itself.
Ah, okay.
I guess he would shrug a bit and then hand the crystal back to Mouse.
Maybe, as a suggestion,
Airlock.
take it to the astropath. See if the astropath can help.
I doubt he's an expert in identifying this sort of thing.
That's actually quite a good call.
Is it? Oh, okay. Fair enough then. I guess I
It
would...
sounds like the kind of call that can go south very quickly.
I shall have
I would,
entered at this point to make that suggestion.
Yeah. I guess make a vox to the astropath and ask him if he would know what this thing is. If he's polite enough to come.
Yeah. So Sigismund comes on down, sort of hobbles into the room, squints out a little bit, turns in his hand, and you see him sort of focus on it a little bit. For those particularly sensitive, there's a little tiny bit of sort of almost like static in the air because warp shit be happening. He turns to Constantine and says, "My lord, there appears to be a soul in here. A trapped soul. They're speaking Xenos language to me. I believe to vaguely understand what they're telling me in sort of a more general sense through emotion and whatnot. But they're one of the Xenos, and hang on, quick." Come on. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, he's not entirely sure. He knows it's Xenos, and there appears to be a soul trapped inside the gem. He's able to communicate sort of thoughts and feelings to it, but there's no common language. And it is able to communicate.
Mouse
thoughts and
appears
feelings
very
back.
confused by this. He picks it up and shakes it vigorously, and then looks at it very closely.
Obviously, my picks up pretty much nothing. It still appears
Is there
to
any
be a
change in
lovely
the emotions?
gem. No, there's no change in the emotions.
So we've determined it's not a very small Xenos.
Ask the astropath for suggestions.
Yeah.
I'm kind of tempted to do a Zoolander right now. Don't know if anyone's going to
left?
get that reference.
Wow.
I was going to say, with that roll, the astropath is absolutely stumped as to what to do with it. He says he will have a think on it and get back to you. But for now, he doesn't see it as any threat. Whatever's in it is well contained.
At that point, I'm going to pipe up to Constantine that I should put the alcohol back into the fridge, the little fridge. And maybe we can give it as a joint present to his grandfather on our return.
You give it to me as a gift, no taking it away.
Well, no, as a joint gift from both of us, which would put you in good stead with your grandfather, even better stead, and might erase any issues.
Such as all the good things we've been doing.
You know what I mean?
I'll consider it. But surely I have my own fridge.
I don't think they tend to be kept long enough for you to put in the fridge.
Also, why is alcohol in the fridge?
Because sometimes it's better that way.
I do you think it would make your
Screams in
grandfather
whiskey.
quite happy?
Well, I will let you figure that out. What would you like to do next then?
Well, I'm going to pick up a new bolt pistol from the armory.
For now, I am going to snake the alcohol back, Mr. Constantine, and put it in its fridge.
When is he getting it around, is he?
Hmm.
Well-
Would I see this as an insult?
And then you start slowing your words and you just tumble over.
If
No,
you-
Do you
'cause
find it insulting to give a gift to your grandfather?
to be given alcohol and then have it rudely whipped away. You sent a porter for it as a gift. Fine.
I'll put it in its case and wander off. With a jaunty step. Because I like his grandfather.
Okie doke. So,
I could use them as a flamethrower. Put it in my mouth, swish it around, use my thumb.
Oh, you have a weapon in our fucking party without. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no, you know.
Yes, I do.
I've just
Mobile
thought,
flamer.
I've just thought, Dodge.
Yeah.
You know, the next time you meet your adversary,
Mhm.
one who's, the one who's opposed you in the competition,
Mhm.
and you offer to shake his hand.
It just comes from the thumb, though. You don't really point your thumb at anybody when you're shaking hands.
yeah, but you can always twist your hand around a little bit so it's underneath him.
I mean, it's going to be lit.
Oh yeah, the parties are always lit.
It could be quite amusing.
I'll have to think.
fair enough. Okay. I've taken the liberty of rolling your next journey. Quite a nice one. Who would like to give me the D100 for the single event that happens on board?
I'll have a go because I got a good roll last time.
Are we doing a break soonish, by the way?
Yeah, we can do that pretty much right now. We'll roll this and you can find out what it is when we come back.
Cool.
Interesting. Okay, this is a different table, by the way. This is a shipboard event, not a warp encounter. So yeah, I will start again at a 2:45 on the nose.
Happy days.
Nice.
What the hell? I was on a break. Fucking mad.
I'm back. Anyone there? It's a squeaky door.
I've returned.
Welcome back. Did you like your gift?
Yeah, those grenades are going to be crazy.
Like,
I've got to stay true to my character, you know what I mean, buddy?
Yeah, totally true.
It wouldn't matter how good it was if it was the most incredible thing in the world. I believe in staying true to my character, so she just wouldn't use them, you know. But she did mean what she said. She's got no issues with you using them. It's not her using them, you know. So
I've got to look up a different book to find out what vortex grenades do.
I think it's something they suck everything to their location or something. So say you threw it in the middle of... I think it's something like that.
I know. Yeah, I know what they do from a lore perspective, but.
Oh yeah, games rule, game mechanics.
it's in the Deathwatch Living Errata, page 150.
And there was also another reason for giving them to you, which if Phil thinks, he will kind of click onto.
I think so.
Yeah. What's the thing I'm working on?
Maybe not.
Becoming more sociable?
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Vortex grenade, found it.
Makes sense, Phil, yeah?
Yeah, makes sense.
It's also in Faith and Coin.
Cool.
And I think it's very characterful that I wouldn't use them and, you know, hand them over anyway.
Yeah?
Because of how I am. Back.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah,
page?
these are quite nasty. Faith and Coin, page 86.
Tell us what they do, buddy.
I'll read this full description out. Rare and terrible weapons, vortex grenades contain... Oh, for the rarity, they are near unique.
Jesus.
Rare and terrible weapons, vortex grenades contain mechanisms capable of creating small rifts between reality and the warp. A weighty sphere about the size of a man's clenched fist. A vortex grenade is too large and too delicate to be loaded into a grenade launcher. Anyone or anything caught in the vortex created by the grenade is utterly destroyed, dragged from the universe into the nightmarish Empyrean. The Terran reality voraciously devours all matter and energy that it comes into contact with. Due to its inherently unpredictable nature, the vortex might remain in existence for some time or almost immediately collapse and disappear. Rules-wise, any target enveloped in the vortex must make a difficult agility test or be sucked into the warp and almost certain death. Or a variety of worse fates.
That's
horrific are the consequences of being dragged into the warp that any character who uses a vortex grenade gains 1 corruption point per non-demonic foe it swallows. At the start of every turn after every vortex grenade has been activated, roll a 1d10 and apply the results. Vortex results. On a 1 to a 4 on a d10, it collapses in on itself. On a 5 to a 7, it remains unchanged, consuming everything it comes into contact with. On an 8 to a 9, The vortex moves 10 meters in a randomly selected direction, annihilating everything in its path. On a roll of a 10, the vortex expands and its radius doubles. So that's from 3 meters to 6 meters.
Oh fuck! That is hot. That is disgusting.
Wow.
Can you imagine rolling?
That's a suicide bomber server to right there.
Can you imagine rolling like an 8 to a 9, then a 10, then another 8 to a 9?
That is what you call. What's the? I can't remember the term for it. That's the last gasp. Utter shit. Try and get out of it, weapon.
Yeah. Or
He's going to be called Captain Martyrdom.
Or it's what I have concealed in my hand when we go for a handshake, and I'm about to lose.
Oh,
I'm just picturing the scene out of Django Unchained where he just pulls the pistol out and shoots him.
Holy shit.
Is
Killslip, check out the virus grenade.
I saw that the other day. It's fucking horrendous. Never ever use that on my ship.
So what? So in case there happens to be a accident, how bad is
Like
it?
it's worse.
Okay,
It's worse than the vortex grenade.
Okay, so virus grenade does 3d10 damage. You think, okay, fair enough, not bad, but it's got its own unique variant of the toxic effect. If the grenade causes any damage, then each round after the first, check for another target at random within d5 meters to see if any damage is caused to them. Continue until damage is not taken, or after d10 rounds have passed.
Throw that in a fucking hive world.
Yeah.
Penal world.
Jesus. To be fair, the xenofilament's fairly nasty as well, but it's like...
I can't find the stats for xenofilament.
I can remember...
Simply filament on page 127 of the core rulebook. 4d10 plus 4 damage with 6 pen. It's only got like a 1 blast radius, but it's also holy shit, it's got tearing. So that means you're rolling 8d10 and dropping the lowest 4. Holy fuck.
This is why
So
I'm shocked
they're
these
handy
grenades
for-
were given to me.
So that might be handy for Demon Constantine then.
So, has my assassin curried into your good favours now?
I suppose so, like accidentally, because she didn't know what any of these grenades did. Only
Well-
Lucius knows what they are.
You did tell her.
Well, some of
Did
them
I?
are. Not the really
Not
scary
all of
ones, though. I kept those to myself.
You said virus. I think you said virus.
I did say virus, I didn't say vortex.
No, you didn't say the vortex.
I didn't say vortex, the anti-plant, or...
That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
I asked. That's why I asked you which grenades do I have, and you just said all of them.
All of them.
But it's partly...
Right. Do
Number
not
one.
get shot in the fucking grenades.
Do
I mean,
not
did-
get shot in the chest region.
I mean, that grenade sounds like the fucking doomsday backup plan in case shit goes wrong massively.
Yeah, I was like,
I was going to say, you're going to need to be really careful. Well, I mean, to be fair, the only things I know that can, like, legitimately set off grenades, like, at random or on purpose are psychers. There is a particular skill they have that can literally pluck the pin out of a grenade.
Oh no.
Not that I'm going to do that, because that's some serious GM dick moving right there.
That's basically Magneto from whatever X-Man film that was.
3, I think?
Pulling the pins out. Yeah, pulling the pins out of people's grenades.
We don't mention free here.
Anyways, everybody's back. I think we get back to it, yes?
Yep.
Cool. Oh, yeah, sorry. We rolled on the table. So, it's because, again, that was a nice clean navigation roll through the warp. I'm only going to roll on the sort of ship event table rather than a warp incursion of some sort. So, word reaches you of a turret on the starboard side of the ship that is said to be holy. Its gunner claims that though he has used thousands of rounds of ammunition to shoot down no less than 3 enemy shuttles in the last 5 years, he has never had to reload the turret. Indeed, he points to the ammunition stash, which is firmly rusted shut, and has been for many years. Syntax, since this was your roll me another D100. And there we go. Oh dear. So when the ship's confessor inspects this, he informs you that the turret has been corrupted by dark forces. The turret is cut right out of the ship and destroyed. The gunner is burned as a heretic. Lose 1 morale. Because everybody quite liked the gunner and hated that particular confessor.
I'm not gunny.
Exactly.
Damn it.
For the record, that was a coin flip of going either way.
50-50.
Yeah. Okay.
Constantine buys a round for everybody in the all ranks bar for gunny.
Fantastic. You know what? For that, you can keep the morale.
Yes.
Is it possible during this trip to... I've been looking at, while we've been going along, looking at possible mods. Is it possible to fit an overcharge pack to the Hellgun?
I got a link for that.
It's the
Reference for, I should say.
core handbook, page 134.
Okay.
Basically +1 to the damage, but halves the number of shots in the clip, but I don't know if that would apply to a power pack.
It halves the power pack.
Okay. How many shots are in a power pack then?
A lot.
So I'm guessing that would be for 1d10 plus 4 at the moment, or 1d10 plus 5.
It would be, yeah.
Yeah. Just still like half my Ripper Gun's
I was gonna
damage.
say, what's the rarity in that? 'Cause I'm scrolling up.
The overcharge pack rarity is common.
Oh, in that case, yeah, done. I'm not. You've got like, there's so much fucking profit factor. I'm not even gonna bother making you do any rolls for that. So yeah, you have a clip of
An overcharge pack.
yeah, with the overcharge pack, a clip of 20.
But let's face it, most of the combats you have. And I'm sure with your size, you could actually strap a couple of extra packs to your belt. And you can use the reload action full round
Sorry,
to
hang on.
clip another pack.
Backpack. Oh shit. Okay. Never mind. It's 40 rounds for you. The backpack is normally 80. So yeah,
Okay.
you've got 40 shots. Oh no.
As I said, you could carry a spare pack on your belt. It's not going to encumber you in any way.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, cool. So you arrive at Malaysia in about 2.5 days of another fairly smooth warp cruise. Other than the loss of Gunny. All sweet. Okay. Drive in orbit around Malaysia.
Hooray.
Right, indeed.
Is the combi plaz complete?
The Combi Plaza is indeed complete.
Cool. I'll send a Vox to the captain and ask him to attend Lucius in the Armory.
Okay, I instruct him to have a more long range weapon for me by the time I get down there, just in case.
Okay. In which
Yeah.
case you head on down
Just
and
pick me something nice.
yes, you will find Lucius down there with, I imagine, uh the combi plas bolter on the table. Guessing.
Yes.
Sweet.
Lucius would say, "My lord, I've noticed something of a tactical deficiency in your equipment. I figured, based upon the needs of the party and our current equipment, I took the initiative to create a weapon more suitable for your needs. And over the course of our journey to Malaysia, I crafted this combi plas. The combi plas itself is like an over-under bolt gun, plasma gun with like a gloss black casing with some nickel plate. What's it called? Damascening.
Ooh.
And I guess I'll send you the stats, I suppose.
So yeah, the plasma gun is the sort of secondary on it, isn't it?
Yep.
Here, I've got to put the sort of basics in your character sheet for you. Tell you what, give me a flat tech use roll. Or no, sorry, not tech use. Your a flat roll on your armor, like a flat roll.
On my armor.
No, Lucius. Like, flat
Yeah.
roll.
Oh, reroll.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, that's fine. I wasn't gonna be a dick about it. That was literally for a bonus if you did particularly well.
Oh.
Don't worry. I was gonna upgrade the quality to good, like 2 of success in that. I think almost 4 was possible. So yeah, if you roll 3 degrees of success in that, I was gonna upgrade it to good quality. But
Okay.
simply common quality. So yeah,
Very nice.
the plasma gun portion should be a D10 plus 7. What's the rules in the clip of that? Is it halved or something like that, or?
Nope.
Oh, wow, nice.
And range.
I was gonna say 19.
Both are 90.
The only sort of caveat is the fact your plasma gun has overheat, which means it can only fire every other round. Or no, that's the recharge one. Sorry, the plasma guns in Road Trader are better than normal plasma guns because they don't have that. But it will overheat, so basically, like on jams, it can potentially blow up on you.
Ah, nice.
Yes,
It does shit tons of damage.
it does shit tons of damage. Yeah.
Someone send me. Yes.
I was going to say page 118 as the ranged weapons table. The only caveat is, sorry, the only other caveat to the plasma gun is it can only be fired in single fire. Because it's the.
No,
Are you sure? I could be
are
wrong.
we sure? I'm not sure. I'll look it up.
Fairly sure the secondary gun can only be fired in single.
Sorry, what page of the?
118 for rulebook.
Um, is that for both? Yeah.
I can't find any rules for them. It just says, like, it's part of the armor trade.
Seconds. the storm boots. Honestly, it doesn't make a huge difference at the minute. We'll double check that for next time because it can only fire on single or like 2-shot semi anyway. So no huge deal. Combo weapons, blah 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 blah. Combo weapon contains primary weapon, usually a las gun, auto gun, or bullet gun, plus a 1-shot secondary weapon mounted alongside the primary barrel. It's normally more powerful than the primary weapon. This item can only be used once. Interesting.
Ooh, strange.
I have Inferno rounds, so. Bolter.
Sorry, 2 seconds. I'm gonna put this into like something I can actually read clearly because it's got that like weird white background in the fucking PDF.
Read it in Adobe Acrobat.
I'm using Foxit at the minute instead. Hang on. Text. Blah blah blah. Offshoot of weapon system. Combo weapon. Rise. Cool story. Any 2 basic ranged weapons or 2 pistol weapons can be combined into combo weapons. First select which is the primary weapon and which is the secondary weapon. Primary weapon retains its statistics, rate of fire, ammo capacity, so forth, while the secondary weapon has its clip size reduced to 1. Jesus. And its rate of fire becomes single. The weight of the new combined weapon is equal to the weight of the primary weapon plus half the weight of the secondary weapon. The rarity is equal to the rarity of the rarer of the 2 weapons plus an additional step. Interesting.
So it's the old 40k combi rules, which are shit. The old rules were like in the tabletop, like you've got a combi plas, for example, you can use the plasma gun once, but in the 8th edition current rules, you can use one or the other. And it's basically like, combi plasma gun is just basically like a normal plasma gun. Use it as many times as you want.
Yeah.
So, could we swap it to a flamer instead of a bolter?
I mean, I did.
Or the GM makes a ruling.
I was going to say, for this session, we'll just treat it as a standard plasma thing. Although, actually, tell you what I'll do. I was talking about the whole overcharge thing of them needing to like charge up every other turn. I'll impose that on it, but otherwise it functions as normal plasma weapon.
So it can fire it every other turn.
Yes.
Cool.
1 turn firing, 1 turn recharging.
Yep. So I mean, you've got the bolter as the backup in that. Otherwise, there's almost no point in having a combi weapon. You might as well just give it a plasma gun. So.
Are you sure it's not like a little clockwork wind-up mechanism, so you have to spend a turn frantically, winding a little handle?
What, like the fucking ones in Fallout?
Well, yeah, kind of that, or
No.
So, yeah.
It's no.
So yeah, I'll take sort of as a sort of sympathy towards the rules, but thinking the rules are bullshit. It'll have the overheat on it or recharging, whatever the specific ability special is on it. I'll check exactly what that is. But long story short, you can use the plasma every other turn on single fire only. Okay.
Cool. So there's no reloading on the bolter section of it. Is it just?
What do you mean no reloading? The bolter is the base weapon.
Okay, cool. That makes sense.
It should be a full turn to reload for the.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, you've arrived at Malaysia at long last. What's the plan? What are the objectives?
We have to dump off these prisoners,
Yes.
assuming they've been fed and watered and stuff.
Yeah.
Goes down periodically to prevent disease and pestilence.
Yeah.
I treat my garden better than these slaves.
Far wrong.
Good.
Okay, and were there any other objectives on Malesial?
Ah, God, what was it? I have a list.
Looks at Lucius.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for other people. I haven't forgotten at all.
He's good.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh yeah, I remember. But Constantine does not.
That's a good point.
Constantine was drunk.
Yeah, I just remember Lucius still hasn't told anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lucius, what the hell are we doing?
Okay, in which case we'll get to that in a minute. So, well, for simplicity's sake, we'll say he's end up in sort of a high orbit. Communications are sent down to the planet. I say, sit the acts as comms officer for you, so you've got someone with actual authority that knows what they're talking about, talking to them.
Thank God.
It says you're here with shipment of laborers, and are wondering what they're offering in exchange. They're offering you a sort of fairly reasonable amount of alloy that they mine out of the ground, which I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's tradable, and this is more of a goods for goods sort of situation. That happy enough with that, or are you just going to try and push for something in particular?
Can't do a roll to see if we can get a better.
You can always have Mouse, intimidate them for a better deal, maybe.
Oh God.
I don't suppose they have
I was-
a power
I was-
sword handy.
I mean, I could. Could I try and charm them?
I tell you what, give me an evaluate roll, flat.
I'm not terrible at this. I am terrible at this.
Just for reference, Cynthia is not entirely convinced it's a reasonable deal, but it points out that he's got the prisoners for free, so whatever. If you want to push for something better, happy enough to. But if you want to just get rid of them and move on to move on to like a real adventure, that's up to you really.
No, we'll just get rid of them. Brought us enough issues.
Fair enough.
/ Imperial Wrath. I don't say that out loud.
Fair enough. So the trade's agreed upon. You just get rid of the slaves, and you just get sort of free. Right. Sort of 5 cubic meters of sort of this alloy. I was going to say when eventually it goes down, you can get it evaluated and see where it could be passed on to at that. Given its metal and whatnot, probably get to the Mechanicus, I guess. But don't worry too much about it. Okay. You are, however, invited down as the dignitaries. The leader of Malaysia, aka Space Australia, is simply known as the Warden. The Warden invites you down for a dinner.
I don my finery and head on down with my invite my retinue.
I guess Lucius would respond and say, "Respect for me, my lord. I don't eat food. Additionally, I have other matters to attend to, but I wish you the best.
Spider legs. Spider legs.
Mouse just claps Lucius on the back and says, "I'll have yours."
By the way, is that the Iniquity Mechadendrite? Is that just like a plug and play kind of thing, or am I going to have to get that like surgically implemented?
It's going to be another like Mechadendrite surgery, yeah.
Okay.
But as far as they go, it is relatively plug and play. Especially,
Okay.
I mean, you've already got like basic Mechadendrite implants and whatnot, so it should be fairly straightforward. You'll call it like, if you get like a week of free time, we'll use that for it basically.
How many cutters do we have, by the way? It's just one.
2. Well, 2 or 3. Say 2. You've got
Okay.
Theodore's for the sort of more. It's the more literal gun cutter. It's a little bit more on the offensive side. You've got another which is essentially just laid out for pure like hauling and transport.
Okay. So Lucius is going to go and round up those Guivesa, wherever they are. I have no idea where they are. Guessing they'd just be lurking around the Armorium or something, wouldn't they, or the lab?
Yeah, they'll sort of come and find you when you're done.
Sure. I guess he would say to whoever he's been talking to, still doesn't really care for his name still. We've arrived at Malaysia. As per our court, we'll head to the surface. Is there anything untoward I should know about this location?
It's high up in the mountains. We feel we hit it well. The cache should be safe. We recommend having some transport, otherwise it's going to be quite a long one.
We'll fly there. It's the simplest way.
Dude.
Very well. Make sure you're concealed. Come with me to the gun cutter.
Okay. In that case.
Well, by concealed, I mean just like hooded and robed and shit.
Yeah. I assume so. Okay.
Bloody Mike.
Okay, fair enough then. So 2 gun cutters setting off at the same sort of time, or are you going to let them get a head start on you and then go down after they're sort of thoroughly into the meal?
I think they can go first.
I mean, I can't fly. What can the Guivesa fly?
No, you're going to need to borrow a pilot. I mean, there's each cutter's going to have its own designated pilot.
Okay, yeah,
were,
sure.
So.
Okay, yeah. Well, seeing as the other group have an actual deadline to meet, and Lucius doesn't, Lucius is just simply going to wait for the other party to leave first.
Okay.
That way, if there are any problems, they get shot down first.
Fair enough then. We can work with that. Interesting, but we can work with it. Okay.
I don't like it when you say interesting.
So, Malaysia, a penal planet. It's essentially a prisoner transport. Crash landed here, and colony started up because of it. Basically, what few guards there were realized it was futile trying to maintain order over a whole bunch of ne'er-do-wells and unsavory sorts, and so decided to just sort of lump it, and a colony is sprung up. It's a reasonably sized settlement. It's sprung up around the ship. Somewhat like the picture. I think that'll at least give you a sort of general direction, I suppose. Because you'd be surprised how difficult it is to find the picture. Anyway, the ship's sort of barely rusted through. You can see there's been some areas that have sort of kept relatively intact. there's some landing areas like fairly clearly marked out over near the crash ship. Connor, just for interest, give me a flying roll.
Flat.
Plus 30. Yeah, it's pretty much guaranteed pass.
The gun core, so it technically counts as a spacecraft, no?
Yeah. You're using it as a spacecraft, so yeah.
Flat. What did you say? Flat.
Plus, jeez, that,
Plus
yeah,
20.
Plus 20, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Gonna say, it's been a few weeks, so a little bit in the rustier side, but yeah, you get it all down without any major issues. Gonna say, you yourself would know that you're not entirely happy with it, but you know, no one unless their pilot's gonna know
Standard
that it
for
wasn't.
everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. I think
Quick
that's
question, if I can, Phil.
of course.
Do I know of any contacts I've got here? You know, any members of the cult? Squeed.
None that you're aware of, no.
Okay.
Okay. So you're treated to a fairly standard sort of dinner. The warden's obviously living mostly off rations and things he gets here and there. He spends most of the meals sort of trying to convince you to get a fairly regular trade route out here, because he seems to have trouble keeping people. Theodore, can I have give me an evaluate flat. Okay, fair enough. And give me a flat fellowship. Fair enough.
What? I'm gonna re-roll the fellowship.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say, well, no, not one of your best nights, but still a fairly good night for you. You just get on quite well. You think there might be something in having a, coming out here occasionally and dropping off. The warden mentions that they do end up with a reasonable, shall we say, stock of so like mercenaries, and they've got some good fighting men that could sort of bolster up a crew. If you wanted to bring something back their way every now and again, they could quite happily trade goods for personnel or mined resources if you wanted to do that. Worth pointing out, the colony started off with 10,000 people, so it's fairly recently sized. There's probably, I don't know, about 60, 70, 80,000 people here. So
You have been productive.
I was going to say it's definitely a bit of a criminal backwater, shall we say, but
It's been an eventful 10 years.
not 10 years ago. Really didn't say that, but anyway.
No, it was.
It's like, I didn't say 10 years, did I? Ugh. Okay.
that's very productive 10 years.
Very productive 10 years. Yes. Fucking 6/7 of our population is all ancients. Anyways.
I'll take them.
Can Mouse start a drinking contest with somebody?
Oh God,
That's Theo's job. Yeah, but he's got to have something to do while all the gabbing is going on.
Fair enough. Who would you like to challenge to a drinking contest?
I don't know. Is there some big burly native around the place?
Sure, why not?
What's his name? Astartes.
We'll say he's called Big Nick.
I wonder what he's here for.
Even Mouse thinks he looks a little bit in the stupid side.
Okay.
Let's get the prize that's on that. Sure. We'll say this sort of drinking contest starts like non-verbally, with Mouse like downing whatever he was drinking with like full eye contact. Big Nick sort of follows suit, and all of a sudden there's just pint after pint is just being shoveled down. Unless you have any other ideas of how it would go.
No, that sounds reasonable, and I'm guessing it's nowhere near as strong as his preferred Gorsk white gin. So
No, it's definitely the nicest stuff he's ever had. It's fairly standard, sort of probably local.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he's more than happy to just chug a bunch of it.
Yeah, give me a carouse test at a plus 30. Okay, after about sort of 10 or so pints, Mouse is doing pretty well. There's no major issues. Nick's looking, he's getting there. He's definitely sort of a bit full up, but he hasn't really had any side effects yet. Looking for like another 4 or 5 pints. Give me another cross check.
Okay.
This time at a flat.
Another carouse.
Yeah, flat. Fair enough. Both of you are looking a little bit wobbly. Just a little tiny bit. Nothing major.
Okay.
Just to clarify, is this going to stop when one of you's on the floor?
Oh, God.
That is the question. Mouse is bored, so he's going to keep going for now. There's nothing else
Fair enough.
happening so far.
We'll go for one more 5 pint. This one's going to be at a minus 20 in the carouse.
Right, there's just very little chance I can pass this.
Nice. Big Nick sort of sputters a little tiny bit on what will be his last pint, and half of it ends up like coming out his nose, and he ends up on the floor.
I'm picturing Gimli at the start of
Yes,
the Return of the
that's
King.
pretty much
As he
exactly
sees
what
him
happened.
keel over,
Yep.
Mouse just kind of raises his tankard a bit, finishes the last bit, slams it down, and that's him done with the booze for the evening.
Fantastic.
It's the Ogrins that go swimming with little hairy women.
Well, while this has all been going on, Lucius, I'm gonna say you gave them sort of maybe like an hour or so, so they're well in the middle of whatever meal they're having. The Goivesa, when sort of you bring up the map and stuff like that of the settlement form, he points out to a sort of particular cliffside. Should work.
I was going to say, is it too much to bring a servitor along with me?
Yeah, I think you can have a servitor. I think you might need one. I mean, just thanks. Find the token.
It's a good thing I've got a bionic
Penis.
lung
Spider
implant.
legs.
Otherwise I'd be in trouble.
I'll do. It's not the highest resolution, but it'll do. I'm gonna say so. Oh, look, see, gun cutter, ish. So, gun cutter will sort of hovered and sort of dropped you off and all off. As soon as the secondary cutter sort of bugger off and do sort of like loop around the map. So, yeah, I end up on the mountainside and with Vesa on up. was going to say I've given them like standard las rifles and stuff like that, like las carbines. Because obviously, I mean, actually, no. Would you have them armed?
I mean, they just stole a load of shit when all
Basically,
the
yeah.
statues came alive, so I'm probably not going to be able to disarm them, honestly. I say, if give me your guns, I bet they're going to say no, so I'm not even going to try. So Lucius will just follow them up cautiously.
That's confidence right there.
I cannot move my Robbit.
Oh, sorry. You just have to ping it for me. Like in where you want me to move it, if you want me to move it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, where do you want it?
That was someone else. Fuck off. My pings are purple.
Cool. So, you see one of them go up and sort of like pull a few rocks aside and sort of brush it off, and sort of turns around in a sense of alarm to his comrades and sort of says something in the Xenos language, and all of them start looking rather concerned.
I'll have my skull probe go around and take a look. It'll fly up.
Sure. Give me.
Checkmate, fuckers.
Say roll awareness on it at a +20. The crit's empty.
Off of.
Rip.
I guess he would call out and say, "Well hidden."
That's it. Antagonize them.
There's some shrugs. Give me another awareness with the server skull at a 10. Nice. In which case, it beeps. There's life signs coming from this direction. I was gonna say, in the meantime, the has to explain. This was well hidden. No one followed us. I don't know how they found it. Someone's found our stash.
I guess he would refer to a servo skull, which would probably have some sort of big beeping light on it, and he would point to that passageway that you just pinged up to the north and say, "We're about to hit contact. I assume whatever stole those rifles is about to commence its attack. I need to rush to cover as soon as possible."
It's not right. Hang on, sorry. Find one quick little thing. Initiative. Okay, sweet. Okay, and roll initiative. Cool. What's the agility bonus on your servitor?
I can't remember. I'll have a look.
Because the stats for that, we had them in the core rulebook, didn't we?
Yeah, I just can't remember what page. I'll quickly look it up.
No worries.
It might be 3. I doubt it would be 2 or 4. Mercenary Xenos Battle Servitor. Oh shit! Yeah, agility 20.
Oh, page. Just
Page 375.
lovely. Thank you.
Shall I roll for him?
Please.
Yep. And my server skill's operating on my turn, right?
Yeah. Let's keep that one nice and simple. Okay. So I'm gonna say your Guevesa buddies are kit out with like very basic guard shit, so las carbines and like guard flak. Okay. I'd recommend calling for help.
It depends on what's coming over that cliff.
What's that coming over the hill? Is it?
I was about to fucking get that song to play then. You.
I'm sorry, it was automatic.
Yeah, I know.
Why'd I delete that macro? Whatever.
So what is coming over the hill?
Coming over the hill is 5 guys that look like they've came from the encampment. Both look like fairly well kit out mercenaries. And if you give me another awareness test, both from yourself and the server skull, at plus 20s.
Ooh.
4 of them are armed with some sort of Xenos rifle, and the one in the middle appears to have an RPG.
Oh,
Oh shit.
so back up, maybe?
If you call for them now, they will be here in, say, 3 turns.
Or you can drop the
Depending
Doomsday
on,
grenade.
piloting rolls.
Just throw a virus bomb somewhere and run away.
What's the half-life on that grenade?
Okay.
Lucius is immune to it because he's got
Yes.
a bionic implant.
This guy's
Sword.
gonna run and dive into cover. Get
I mean, at least we wouldn't have to
Oh.
worry about the grenade anymore.
That's what I meant to ask. Phil,
Make some
this,
acquisition rolls to get more.
this best quality Saint Blessed armor I have, is it sealed?
no. It's carapace
Damn it.
armor.
We'll try.
Okay, that guy runs for cover. This guy is gonna do the same thing. He's gonna like sort of dive off the cliff a little bit.
Or he could choose to call someone specifically.
He could. This guy is also.
He'd probably call Mouse and he'll be sorely disappointed.
This guy is. Let's say he's gonna also sort of step down here. Lucius.
Would you consider me in cover? I'm not really sure what constitutes cover here.
I was gonna say it is a bit of a weird environment. No, I'm gonna say it's like a fairly clear sight line down to you. These guys are only in cover because they're like sort of hugging the wall and that sort of thing.
What about behind this rock?
I would definitely consider you in cover now.
Okay, peeking from behind cover so that his head and his right arm are visible, just so he's like leaning around the corner and shooting.
Yep.
He's going to do a semi-auto burst against the dude with the RPG.
Full action.
Yes.
So you can take a. I mean, that was a movement.
Oh shit! Yeah,
so
I need to.
half action.
I need to do a half action. Yeah. Shit. I'll just shoot then. Standard attack.
Okay.
There it is. It's plus 10 because half range.
Yeah.
Is it plus 10 because of half range?
Here we go. I believe I've got that ranged right. Yeah.
I'm asking, is the modifier correct for
oh
half
yes,
range?
yeah. That modifier is correct. Yes. Sorry.
Fucker.
Cool. Being a little bit startled, I suppose. So your fire shot and it sort of ends up sort of melting away.
Considering he's going to get to move next. Oh no, it's really not worth it.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to re-roll that attack. But I'm going to use my free action to talk on the Vox. Specifically, he's going to message. He's going to message Lucia specifically, if he can configure his bead to do so, if he's in range.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a couple of ships on planet, and you're a nice high point, and yeah, I'd say there's enough to relay it off.
I hope I'm not interrupting your dinner, Lucia.
I am
Yes,
not
there'll be
partaking. I'm in a corner.
I suppose there would be sounds of gunshots and plasma and stuff in the background.
Yeah, why not?
Well, seeing as you're not busy, would you mind helping me with a slight issue I have?
Is this something you would like kept quiet?
Do with it what you will. I'm here on my own business, beneficial to the crew, so share it if you want to. However, I do need help, otherwise I'm probably going to die.
I shall just give him like an affirmation I've received the message. I shall go and collect Mouse. I shall go over to Mouse and say, Mouse, fighting, and get him to come with me.
Okay. Theodore, Hendrickson, see Lucia and Mouse. Well, one subtly and one not too subtly leave the table unannounced.
Yeah, Mouse has probably had enough. I appreciate them leaving without. No,
No, I hadn't finished yet.
Okay.
go on.
It's all right. On the way out, I shall give a quick comm message directly to Constantine, telling him the situation. I think me and Mouse can go and help him and handle it if you do not want to disturb your dinner. As I'm walking out.
So what have you told me that? So what do I know?
I told you the tech priest is in trouble. Tech priest is in trouble. We're going to help him. We don't want to disturb your dinner. If you want to come with us, then come with us. But I think we can handle it if you don't want to disturb your dinner.
Okay, and I don't know that they're mercenaries or anything like that.
Well, no, because I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
TikTok.
Uh,
Combat's on the go.
yeah, I know. I will go give aid. I'll make my excuses and say there's
Give
been
me a fellowship at -10.
Can he order himself to be better at fellowship?
No.
Interesting.
The warden doesn't seem particularly impressed
Yeah.
by your excuses, but nonetheless lets you leave.
I mean, who outranks who there?
I mean, you're still his guest.
Wait, hang on. It's a formal situation, so
Okay, can you formally yourself 34 points
no, I
there?
can't.
There you go.
Can't.
Okay, cool. You can arrive in 2 full
Yeah,
turns. Which is quite generous given turns are supposed to be a matter of seconds, but hey ho.
Well, I obviously rushed ahead and got Hendrickson to prep the shuttle.
Yes. Hey Connor, make sure you've got the guns ready. Okay, so first guy here is going to move up to the edge and sort of fire a shot at the rock here. Misses. RPG guy.
That's a malfunction.
It did, yeah. Triple check something. Correct. He obviously is very unfamiliar with the Xenos tech and jams it. RPG guy is going to take a shot at guys behind the rock.
What kind of RPG? Is it the reloadable type or the disposable type? Because I know there's both.
Reloadable type.
Oh shit.
Ooh, that's a hit. Okay, so this is a frag round. Grenade, so it's blast of 4, and because of how that works, it lands exactly where I want it to. Which is here. Everything within 4 meters is getting shrapnel. Okay. Sorry, I'll do it in the thing so you can actually see. Here, everything within 4 meters. Okay, all those guys. So that's 2d10. Not bad. So that's cool. So the grenade goes off, and pretty much, well, the 3 Gravessa on the hill itself take a good battering. The couple that have sort of dove in a little bit seem relatively okay. Still took a little bit of a scratch though. Okay, next it is this guy's go. He's going to sort of squidge up beside his mate at the rock and is going to take a shot at the RPG guy. And hits, cool. Damage gets sponged. This guy. Going to do the same as his buddy. Up. Take a shot. Miss. Guy going to go up into this sort of nook here. Got guy at the rock. Miss. Guy behind. Going to take a shot at these 2 over here. Miss. Come well so far. Guy is going to head over in here. I suppose just about to see this guy. Cool. Conservator.
Conservator's going to do a full aim against the RPG dude.
Okay. Okay. His buddy here. He's going to take gonna move on. Okay, top of the round. Can I have a flyer test from Hendrickson at a +10? Honor. Wiki wiki.
Hello.
Flyer test +10.
Oh, shit, here we go again. Fly, as in flyers, yeah?
Yeah, flyers. You're using it as an atmosphere. Sweet. There's
Nice.
Oh, yeet!
fancy ass shit going on right here.
I'm a leaf on the wind.
I was going to say, give me one more flying test at a -20.
Oh, shit.
And if you land this one, I'll let you get there at the top of the next round.
Oh,
Watch how I saw.
Nice.
If you get empowered by a pole next, I will not
Nigel
fight.
Mansell,
Fucking hell.
40k.
Right, I'm just gonna do these two at a time to save a little bit of time.
I don't want a giant lance going through the gun cutter window when we land.
Fucking hell. I'm just realizing how fucking worthless las carbines are in Rogue Trader.
Yep.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, even with like hot shot rounds. So yeah, the Corvettes seem pretty fucking useless. They're getting like really pissy damage in. Like really pissy damage.
I mean, they're Xenos, so what do you expect? Or Xeno wannabes, that's even worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Xeno groupies. Ugh.
Yeah. Okay, that's Phil. Cool, Lucius, your go.
Okay, semi-auto burst, RPG dude.
Got it.
Oh god, okay. That's 3 extra hits.
Nice.
Because so I'd roll damage some more times.
Yeah, twice more.
It's every additional hit for... Oh no, that's full auto, sorry. That's 3 more.
Yeah.
Additional hit for every 2 degrees
you're
of
getting
success.
your full 3 shots, yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah, sorry. That's me being dumb.
So, yeah, roll damage twice more. Okay. Okay. First hit. It's good. I was gonna say, I mean, these are effectively armor ignoring. Cool. It's -8, -4 in the crit table. Whatever that is. He's dead. You've like melted whatever body part it was. What's the? Oh wow, that's to the head. Nice. You essentially like melt half his fucking face off. There's
Sweet.
like charred flesh, 3rd-degree burns, bit of skull showing, all that sort of stuff.
I just basically invalidated my fucking servitor there. Damn.
Basically. Okay, I'm going to do these 2 guys here. One of them's going to take a shot at you, and the other's going to take a shot at your servitor. Oh shit, no, one of them is clear as jam, so... Yeah, okay, so the one that was able to shoot is going to be aiming at you. Would you like to try and dodge that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
Cool.
Absorbed.
Yeah. So wherever crazy Xeno's plasma slug that thing fired, like half melts into the rock before like a tiny little portion of it sort of pings off you, I guess. His body has managed to to clear whatever was going on, and the last two here to take a shot. I was going to do Servitor's full turn aim has been invalidated, but we'll get to him in 2 seconds. Nice. These guys are doing really fucking well. So
He fucking jams.
this guy jams. This guy, I'm going to do a separate roll for him because didn't jam, but also missed. Nice. I was going to say, seeing their buddy get wrecked. Give me an awareness test. It's like an auditory awareness, so I don't think your service skulls get any like bonuses for that. You can give me an awareness test from yourself and from the servitor. Sorry, service skull. Cool. Okay, we're at the top of the next round. So what we can do now is Guncutter can come in.
Yeah, boy.
Hendrickson, give me another flying test at a +10.
Plus what?
+10.
Oh, no, that's +1. That won't help.
-7 degrees of success.
Fuck
Nice.
yeah!
And then awareness, and then awareness at +20.
Ah,
Okay, fair enough then. We're paying attention to your specs.
Can I interrupt you, Slots? I'm sorry, Phil.
Of course.
Can I try something?
What would you like
If
to
you'll
try?
allow it.
Yeah.
Can I open the door of the gun cutter and use how high are we off the ground?
I was going to say, so the idea is that over here, is you get like the doors being dropped off, so you're essentially like walking off sort of, sorry. So you're basically walking off this door, but on the opposite side onto.
So we're quite close as we pass.
Yeah, yeah. So
This rock,
you can do
yeah.
you can do a pass or you do a little pass
Oh,
round
boy.
if you want, and you can do a.
I want to go for style points. I'm sorry.
Okay, well you go for style points. We'll say you're at a reasonable jumping distance if you want it to be.
Yeah,
It's like pancake points.
I want to.
if you was to jump out, you would survive.
I want to jump out and use acrobatics to land on the ground.
Okay.
Parkour!
You've got to go for some style points.
100%.
Okay.
This is gonna be a flat acrobatics.
Yep, hang on.
Oh, yeah,
Are there any
that'd be
grab
bonus.
shoots on the gun cutter?
No.
What happened if Mouse jumped and landed on someone?
Bludgeoning. Many bludgeoning.
A giant fleshy drop pod.
Reroll.
You don't need to roll acrobatics because it's just like 2 tree trunks landing in the dirt.
Shit.
Big thunk. Literally the Iron Man landing. Nice.
Okay.
Superhero landing.
I want to, manage to leap down behind the rock.
Gonna say not fancy, but you got down onto the ground without breaking yourself. Okay. So quickly, Connor. Sorry, Hendrickson. Give me one more awareness test. I want to give you the chance for this at a +20.
Hey,
Nice. You notice some goons coming up the mountain.
Oh, I have some servitors on my gun cutter that are trigger happy. Can they
Yes.
do the sound of the A10, please?
So, you've got your twin-link bolters, or you've got your long barrel auto gun on the nose.
Oh,
if-
we're going
if-
for the auto.
Okay, long barrel auto gun it is. Full auto burst, I assume.
Yeah, boy.
Give me a ballistics at a plus 30.
Ballistics. A ballistics at plus 30.
Yeah, from you. Yeah.
Yeah, boy. No,
Like to reroll that. I feel like
I'm
you're
gonna
going to
reroll
that.
plus 30.
Yep.
Reroll. Ah!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so before you land, so you feel the gun closure twitch, and you hear the burst of the front auto cannon go off, and it's sort of like for anybody that would notice, it basically like laces a massive like gouge out in the mountain, like above these guys' heads. Doesn't do anything
Let's
to
be
them.
real there. It doesn't
We've
go
got
to
any
them.
loudspeakers
But
on
it
the
makes them
outside?
It makes them shit themselves for a bit.
A little bit, yeah. Okay.
Have we got any loudspeakers on the outside?
No. Actually, might do.
Note
Well,
to
that was
self.
a warning shot.
Yeah,
Fuck
that's
off
what I was,
when you-
that's what I was
God,
going
yeah.
for. I was going to try for a commanding voice.
If you were within like shouting distance, you could please shout at them.
Cool. So an RPG round flies past the windscreen. Okay. So you hover briefly, and if everybody else would like to jump off, everybody else who's jumping off, give me an agility test at a plus 30, please. Because there's no room to actually land here. This has to be a hover and jump.
Oh, right, not
Inspired.
fancy.
Re-rolling.
So it's a flat one, is it?
Yes. No, it's
I mean,
sorry, agility at plus 30. I said sorry.
I can get pretty close to the ground.
Definitely
Nice.
not like that. That's a
Yep.
face plant.
You're like massive. If you land on something, they gotta like just get killed anyway.
But you are half drunk, mate.
He is, yeah.
Why would you remind him?
Oh, I remembered.
He doesn't feel it. He just like he just
Slightly
gets back
worse.
up.
He won. He won. So
That's all that matters.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna give the gun cutter its own turn. So I'm gonna put you like here, and I'm gonna be. What I hope is you kill these guys before they get up. Okay. Everybody else. Okay, these are all on the ground. Roll me initiative, please.
D10.
nice.
Actually.
Connor, that includes you.
I'm not jumping out the fucking gun.
No, no,
I'm
no,
the
no.
pilot.
I'm using your initiative as the gun cutters.
Ah. Agility in it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, descending. Okay, Jack starts off for this round.
Okay, where am I? Okay, I'm going to take a shot at him. with my bolt pistol.
Oh yeah, we don't know who they are.
What?
Okay, I will say
Yeah, we don't know who they are.
That's fine. From an observational standpoint, all of these guys are dressed like Imperial Guardsmen with las carbines, and they're pointed, that away. Right? Apologies. They're pointed up the hill that way, not looking towards
Oh.
you.
That's fine then.
So take that as you will.
Okay, in that case, I will aim for this one. My bolt pistol.
Okay.
See, modify, flat take it. Right.
Nice. Which one was it again? Sorry.
Dead middle.
Okay. Cool. Roll me same again. See if you get the Righteous Fury. Nice.
Nice.
You basically like mincemeat this guy. Pretty much
Nice.
immediately. That was 2. Yeah, you blow his leg off. Nice. And he dies from the shock.
Nice moves.
Lucia.
I shall peek round my rock, take a half action aim, and shoot the one next to him.
Okay.
Is this scale correct?
Skill is correct.
Oh, they're well within Ripper gun. Okay.
Oh, using the man stopper things.
Yeah, sure. Give me another.
So it's a bit more damage, I think, than pen.
2 extra damage, 1 pen.
That's it. Do you want one extra D10?
That's the one, yeah.
I'm sorry that didn't work. Hang on.
No worries. Fair enough. He's still up. Look, he's looking worse for wear though.
Which one was that? Sorry.
This one.
Cool.
Sure go.
Cool.
Keep them rolls going.
This guy. Go fire this plasma gun. There, I think. So half action aim with it.
Yep.
So is that +10?
Plus 10. And range of that, I believe you might get. I think
Oh,
you're getting another 10. Yeah, you definitely get another 10 for range. Plus 20 then.
Nice.
Would you like to reroll that?
Yes.
That was a very shit roll. Okay,
It was
obviously since it's your first time using it, it was a bit weird to handle, and you know.
Boo.
Okay, these 2 guys are gonna.
I believe that's the first time I've missed with a ranged attack.
Cool. Both these guys take shots, miss. Nice. What would mice like to do? Pointy?
Oh, sorry. Well, given that, have I got? Is this a clear line of fire from where I am?
You can comfortably ship both these guys up there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna light up burst from the Ripper gun at this one here.
Okay. Good.
6 rounds, I believe that is.
Full auto, yeah. Cool. So I say plus 20 for being full auto. And plus 10 again for range, so plus 30.
Okay.
Spite. Which one was it you're shooting for again? Sorry.
This one.
Okay, cool.
Just shooting at the ones that everyone else seems to be shooting at.
I mean, he seems fairly fucked up, to be fair.
Okay.
Kind of. Yeah, pretend there was always a guy there, and he's already dead. Okay. I miscounted. Okay. Gun cutter.
I'm gonna attempt to brute these people again.
Sweet. Give me another plus at a plus 20.
Oh,
Sweet. And roll me 4d10 plus 1.
I'll check. Yeah, 4d10 plus 5.
Jesus.
There, shit.
Fair enough. so the lead guy gets turned into like pink ribbons. The guy beside him gets a bit of flax. The way I'm going to work this, for every degrees of success you get, I'm going to let you hit an additional target or not. However, I'm also going to have the guy with the RPG have a go at you every other turn. Because reload. Okay, 2 guys at the bottom of the hill. Going to take a couple shots at the guys at the top of the hill. Cool. Sweet. The Guevese managed to finish off both these guys, actually.
Sandy.
Handy enough. Lucius.
I was wondering if I could get my skull probe to do just a like triple check, or is it aware at this stage that the enemies are using pulse carbines and stuff?
I would say at this point it's pretty aware, yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll do a semi-auto burst at the last remaining dude at the top left.
Sounds good.
What the fuck is it? There it is. Oh, terrible. That's a 100. I've got to roll a 1d10.
Unless you want to reroll that.
You know what? Seeing as the combat's almost over, I may as well.
Or is it?
Oh,
That's better.
That's much better.
Yep.
So,
The green's in the right box.
yeah, roll the same conditions again. See if you get Righteous Fury. Nice. And roll me a second. Roll damage again, like with the actual damage button. Holy shit. Okay, roll to hit again. Use Righteous Fury on both the bullets.
Oh, damn.
God damn. Okay, so the first shot is doing 24 damage, and the second shot is doing 21 damage.
Nice.
This guy literally explodes. Like, literally explodes, including his rifle, I'm afraid to say.
Oh, damn.
That is under the critical table. You can read it yourself. It's blah blah blah. Any ammunition on him explodes, that sort of thing. Okay. These guys are still trying to make their way up the hill. Just for pure interest sake, Connor, give me 3 more ballistic tests at plus 20, please.
3 more.
Yep. Well, do 1 then damage, another then damage. Nice. Roll damage. There's the 40 plus 5, right?
Yep.
Sweet. Cool. I'm just gonna. The front 4 of these guys get completely fucking minced. Like completely shredded ribbons.
Nice.
And you've literally got 1 guy left. Give me 1 more ballistic. Unless you want, yeah, just get same again. This time plus 30, just to.
Fuck.
It's obviously out of ammo. You might have to use the bolters, yeah. Plus 30. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can swing around.
Nice. So you guys up in the hill, you've seen the gun cutter sort of strafe along the side of the mountain with occasional bursts, and now it's like lit up both the bolters, and
Chunk, chunk, chunk.
yeah, full on chunk, 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 and half the fucking mountain appears to fall down.
You need to call me Lord Tachanka.
I was gonna say they are actually. All loot is still intact for the purposes of this.
How about the exploded guy?
I mean,
Other than this guy,
I didn't hit the guns because their arms weren't there to hold them up.
Yeah, exactly.
They flew off in a random direction.
Combat over.
Cool.
What am I wrong?
I'm going to wander down to the ones down the bottom of the cliff and see what they've got on them.
And they got
Okay.
top and see what those have on them.
Constantine's going to wander over to
I'm
Lucius
just
to
saying.
ask what's going on.
I'm just saying we could loot literally everything. The gun cutter's here.
I'm doing it now. Or even should we take the bodies? Should we leave them?
I am not having a bunch of fucking
I was going to say,
goop on my ship.
just to clarify for time's sake, because I did want to try and have this wrapped up a bit tighter tonight. The total loot is what's that? 11. Sorry. I'm gonna make that 8 pulse carbines, 3 pulse rifles, 2 RPGs, and I was gonna say, strictly speaking, you've got. Well, it depends. How generous are you going to be with the Gravessa? Are you going to give them their full kit back, like including their carapace, the like toy carapace armor, and like a set of their own rifles for them back, or how?
I mean, I don't know who these people are.
Yeah.
So we just
So-
execute them on the spot, right?
I mean, I need to know who they are. Surely.
Can we just
Do I recognise any of them? I was drinking with some of them.
You-
Don't know. You weren't drinking with any of them. You didn't get any in your group.
Ah,
Up to yourself. I mean, obviously.
Do I recognise any of them?
You recognize one of them as the one of the ones you interrogated and admitted. Yeah.
I shall just kind of ignore it and go back to the ones on the ground.
Fair enough.
I don't think it really matters unless they speak rotating autocannon. It's only rotating, it's not firing.
do I do an intimidate or something? And then
Would you? Okay. Would you like a week to think about this?
I just say give them their shit and just take what's left.
should I just? I'll just turn to Lucius and just say, "Yeah, nice to see you. What the hell's happening?"
Again, you can't really tell whether it's a sigh or his noisy ass bad quality lung implant. I'm not sure how obvious his lying will be, but he's going to attempt to lie. And he'll say, well, he won't lie. He'll try and enhance the truth. Let's say he'll explain it in such a way that I was made aware of the location of a weapons cache privately, and I took a retinue of armsmen in order to relinquish it. The plan did not go according. It did not go according to plan. I called for help. I wasn't aware that you would personally be interrupted. I believe we would have been able to handle it without you, but it was your choice to come here.
Was it?
Okay, so just for fun's sake, I'll put it to the party. What bonus on the deceive roll is that worth? What do you think?
Is in what he gets?
Yeah.
700.
Okay, no, but like for like a real number. What plus will we give him for that?
I'll say
10.
30. No, I'll say
Yeah.
30. I don't know.
Is that 10 or 30?
I'd say 30 because I'm the only one
Say
who
30.
recognises one of them and I'm staying quiet, so
All right.
I'll
fair
say
enough.
plus 30.
Lucius, give me a deceive roll with a plus 30 then.
You reroll. My last reroll.
With a plus 30.
This is okay.
What?
It's
Nice move.
No, you stand a chance. This is an opposed roll. So Constantine, give me an intelligence roll. How? Okay, but how?
Not
how,
inquiry.
Oh, sorry. No, it's intelligence. You're being lied to.
But I'm asking questions.
For this
Scrutiny.
that's actually better. He's not training. I kind of want some...
No.
Well, Matt,
Sorry.
Not by 17 scrutiny.
Matt, how convinced do you think Constantine would be by that? Like, what would
I'll go intelligence. I have been drinking.
Fair enough. We'll go for a flat intelligence.
always.
roll.
I think that's fair.
Oh, I almost fucked you, man. I apologize.
I
I wouldn't-
also
Yes!
I also have I have 2 spare fate points, so I
Okay,
will.
Well, by all means.
Yep.
Nice.
With the power of flex tape, you failed.
Given.
I would have just.
So
go on.
I will say, you think he might still be sort of hiding something, given that it was only a partial failure. So I'm going to say you're convinced he's sort of hiding something about what he's saying, but given
I command him to tell the truth. I've not pressed the command button yet in this campaign.
Who's got high intimidation skill?
Lucius says, ironically.
Not me.
Maybe.
I've got 65 for intimidation.
Jesus.
I will okay. So for this turns into a complete mess of rolls. It was like a 0.3. I'm talking like a little back of your head suspicion. I'm not talking like you as far as you're concerned, everything he said is fine, but
Yeah.
And I did give you the choice of coming. Remember?
So would an awareness test?
likewise you did roll an intelligence check with a minus 2.3. So realistically, I feel like I could be justified in saying you buy it completely, but I'm not. I think I will sort of override this with you don't have enough to sort of go but
Yeah.
but you're not like what you're like 90% convinced, that sort of thing.
Okay. Cool. So, what do you say? You got some information. You've took these guardsmen.
I mean, they're dressed in.
Yeah.
Does
Does Tau look any different to normal people?
So these
No,
are,
they're just human beings.
These are these are humans with it's essentially usually an
okay,
abandoned
cool.
human colony within Talk Space.
Yeah. No, I do remember now. Sorry. Okay. Cool. So yeah. Okay. In future, let me know when you're running covert missions onto planets where I'm having dinner. But fair.
Of course. I understand, my lord. I apologise for your interrupt.
Yeah, we seem to have done okay out of it, but I've got to. I'm probably going to have to try and smooth this over with the warden. What's he called?
Yep. Cool.
So we've got. I imagine we've got a week to get our story straight.
You do. I'm going to call it there.
Can I just say one quick thing?
Of course.
Can I open a private comm to Lucius?
Yeah.
I'm going to open a private comm and come to him and just say, your secret is safe, and cut the comm off.
Okay.
Cool.
Snack.
Happy.
Cool. God damn, that ran on again. Because it ran on again, I said it was going to be supposed to be a little tiny bit shorter. 400 XP.
Yay.
Yeah,
I'm at when you're.
I'm at plus 50.
I need to stop this running on, otherwise she's going to be fucking levels 10 by
400, he said. Yeah.
Next week.
How much of that XP was from me winning a drinking contest? Just out of interest.
At least 50 of it.
Yeah.
The other bonus 50 was from the fucking hairdryer.
Fucking hairdryer.
No bonus points for leaping out of a spaceship.
I'm going to use that hairdryer at some
Not
point.
with
for something.
like a 1 degree of success 2 meters off the ground now.
Yeah, like if you made a superhero landing, I was like, oh.
I was hoping for a superhero landing, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, but it really does a number on the knees.
But, star points, come on.